throws.
In for a Tennessee touchdown.
From the Budweiser studios of 99.1 The Sports Animal, here are a couple of guys with over 30 years of combined knowledge of Tennessee sports. Here's Josh and Swain.
Good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. We have a lot to cover. VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. Swain, good to see you. How are you?
What's up, man? I forgot what you look like.
Yeah, was the reminder a bit disappointing?
You are a handsome fella.
Thank you.
How about that?
Thank you for that.
You're welcome, man. Good to see you. Good to be on the show with you. It's a great time to be talking Tennessee athletics. One step closer to a national championship.
What do you think here?
I don't know if I think a lot. I feel a lot.
Okay. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great. Good feelings, man. Good vibes. It's a really special moment inside Tennessee athletics. Tennessee 3 games away from winning a national championship in baseball. It's been a remarkable run. The games inside of Omaha has been so fun to watch. The game Friday was one of the best games I've ever witnessed a Tennessee team play. Throw that in with the Tennessee-Alabama game 2022. I know my first reaction was there has not been another individual performance that touches Christian Moore's in my lifetime that I've witnessed. And I know that was a topic a little bit on yesterday's show. Christian Moore was unbelievable. Playing a game of football, playing wide receiver, catching 5 touchdowns is something that I don't know if that's going to be duplicated anytime soon. What Jalen Hyatt was able to do versus Alabama in 2022. But Christian Moore hitting for the cycle on that stage versus that pitcher. Baseball is a tougher game than football, especially hitting the baseball. You're not going to find another performance like that, I don't think, for a very, 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 very long time with the athlete wearing orange or white.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and I think every bit of it being needed is a factor, especially in how we're going to remember the game.
Yeah.
Just like Jalen, with it being a 52-49 win. Anytime you score 5 touchdowns in a win against Alabama, it's going to be remembered fondly.
Yeah,
but the
sure.
fact that they were both walk-off wins. It was a walk-off with Chase McGrath's field goal to beat Bama. It was a walk-off with Dryling's hit to beat Florida State. Every bit of what Jalen Hyatt did that Saturday night was needed. Everything that Christian Moore did all the way through the 9th inning was needed for Tennessee to have a chance to beat Florida State.
Yeah, of course you need people to be on base, right?
Sure.
For Christian Moore to be able to knock in runs, but his solo that was
his
nobody else
solo
on base.
shot kind of kept the hope alive.
Yeah.
Obviously, it mattered in getting one run closer, but when he hit that home run, you can look at the score and say, wait a minute, not that far off with what this offense is capable of. And then the idea, of course, was, can we get Christian Moore back to the plate? Every time he was going back up, that meant you had a shot for multiple reasons. One, because you knew what he was capable of. That also gets you back to the start of the lineup. That means you've gotten somebody on base. Like Cannon Peebles' plate appearance was so huge because either Cannon or Cal Stark had to get on base. So once he walked, I don't mean this as any – I wouldn't say this about anybody, so it's not a knock on Cal. My thought at the time was, I don't know if he should swing because you just want Christian Moore to get back to the plate. And, of course, he did, and you know what happened. So it's an all-time performance, and then there's what happens next. You mentioned Tennessee is 3 wins away. They need to win 3 more baseball games.
That's it, 3 more.
They can lose 2 more. They need to go 3-2
That's it.
to win a national championship. A team that hasn't lost a series in more than 3 months needs to go 3-2 to win a national championship.
Win 60% of your games.
Yeah.
Win 60% of your remaining games, and you are the champions.
Yep. According to the sports books, Tennessee is now in the minus category. Minus 120
Rat poison.
is where I've seen Tennessee today. Do you like that? So Alan Bell is our good buddy. Now we'll see what he thinks on Thursday. Perhaps by Thursday we're talking about Tennessee on to the final best-of-3 series. But
Yeah, we'll know.
he noted Tennessee has played and beaten all the remaining teams.
That's right.
But you know all the responses I saw to him sharing that on Twitter?
That was then. That was the regular season. That's not now.
A lot of it was, shut up, Alan.
Oh, yeah, well, that too.
Don't say anything. So there is that kind of looming over. But as optimistic as a fan base can feel with the nerves that also come along, I am sensing a lot of optimism and a lot of belief, and I think there should be.
How dare Allen share secrets? No one knew that. No one knew that Tennessee
That's
had
the other
already
good
beaten those
part.
teams.
He's sharing factual information that's available if you scroll through the schedule.
The players know that. They actually played against those teams.
Yep, they
beat those
participated.
teams. So that's the thing about playing a team you've already beaten. Like, it's really tough. It's tough to kind of rinse away any preconceived notions you've had or you have based on the previous result. So if I was really successful against someone in the first outing, how do I not think I'm going to be successful against that person in the second outing and relax a little bit or let your guard down a little bit? That's really hard to do. Human nature says, oh, yeah, you beat them the first time. That means you'll beat them the second time. But if you're talking about Vitello, you tell your team it doesn't matter what you did in the regular season. It doesn't matter that you beat that team then. This is a brand new team. This is a different team. We are a different team. So we'll see Tennessee do that tomorrow. They'll have to play a team they already beat. And they beat North Carolina pretty good. Florida State was a tougher opponent. Go Tar Heels. And so you're going to have to use that logic tomorrow. Hey, man, the team you beat, you got to flush it and get ready for that team again to be able to beat them to move on.
Were you torn Sunday as a Vol Hill in that baseball game?
No, I wasn't torn.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I wasn't torn then. I'm not torn now.
Okay.
Tennessee, it's better for Tennessee. If North Carolina, that's a better matchup for Tennessee. Florida State is like looking in the mirror from a batting standpoint.
FSU and UNC play at 2 o'clock today.
Yeah, we'll be locked in. We'll be tuning in to that one to make sure we see who's going to face the Vols.
Florida and Kentucky in an elimination game on the other side of the bracket at 7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, it was cool to see Texas A&M beat up on Kentucky yesterday.
And they sure did. It was scoreless.
Just 5-0.
Nearly halfway through the game, and then
we hit one
there went the Aggies.
Solo home run. But Texas A&M, Tennessee, 2-0 in the driver's seat to face each other.
Do you endorse this suggestion or maybe order? B in Chattanooga, we appreciate you texted in and said if Tennessee loses tomorrow, Josh has to go back on vacation. Do I have to go back out of town?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't think that has anything to do with it.
You don't think my geographic location affected the outcome of
At all.
the 2 World Series games Tennessee has won?
At all. But, boy, it was that Friday game. My heart's still beating fast.
See, wasn't that more enjoyable, though, than
No.
the North Carolina win? Who's talking about the North Carolina win today?
We are. We just led with it. I like the North Carolina win. Never in doubt.
I
Had
thought-
to lead the whole game.
That's how I viewed Friday night. I never doubted.
So you want Friday night's game and feelings over Sunday night's game and feelings?
Well,
tomorrow?
I'd prefer that. I prefer the Friday night game and result for it to play out that way with an earlier start time.
See, you being greedy. You ask for too much. Way too much. Like, if we knew what the outcome was going to be, if it was rigged or something, of course we would pick Friday's outcome.
Right.
But you don't know. And so you don't want to flirt with death. You don't want to flirt with a loss. So you would rather have the comfortable win. I enjoyed Sunday's game. Besides Honeycutt, I was not worried when North Carolina was at the plate. But Florida State game, they put up a 6 spot, and we were down. I had to go outside to just cleanse my eyes and practice breathing because I couldn't breathe. I was so frustrated that we were down. But give me Sunday, man. Give me Sunday's feels. Give me Sunday's results over Fridays.
Lance asked if I was really suspended last week for bad dad jokes. Been asked not to confirm or comment on last week's activities. We're on to this week. Tennessee will wait until tomorrow to play the winner of this afternoon's game between Florida State and North Carolina. We'll invite you to join us along the way. Call or text in to be a part of the show, 865-656-9900. The YouTube chat is up as well. You can watch today on the Sports Animal YouTube channel. 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. It's going to be a big one. We'll have plenty of Tennessee football to cover. Former Tennessee baseball coach, a guy who took Tennessee to 3 World Series, Rod Delmonico, will join us coming up at 12:30. So a little bit later this hour, we'll see what he thinks about the position Tennessee is in, needing 3 more wins to win a national title. We'll come back here on Josh and Swain.
Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere.
For the love of Tennessee at dawn. For the love of the fight. For the love of having nowhere else you'd rather be. For the love of Tennessee. Travel safe. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-596-2626 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-596-2626. 1-800-596-2626. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Hey, you hear that? That's the sound of loose change in your pocket reminding you to buy a 99-cent medium fountain drink from Casey's. So the next time you hear this, you already know where to go. 99-cent medium fountain drinks. It's not crazy. It's Casey's.
The largest selection of timeless Cadillacs in over 5 years is waiting for you at Cadillac of Knoxville, where you'll get as low as 2.9% financing on select Cadillac models or up to $11,500 bonus cash. Our inventory has never been better with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. 3,000 Lyric Conquest offer, 1,000 Costco membership, and $7,500 Ultium cash. With approved credit, see dealer for complete details. Offer ends 7/2/24. Visit Cadillac of Knoxville or shop CadillacofKnoxville.com.
Spring's here, and it's a great time of year. You can smell fresh-cut grass, and everyone's excited to be outside again. It's your year to get that great lawn, and you can do it. And Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply can help. Dickens is now the Exmark mower dealer for Knoxville, and they're stocked up with a ton of choices for your next zero-turn mower. They have the best seed and fertilizers available, and would be glad to coach you to a great lawn. They also carry mulch and pine straw. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply in Knoxville, Maryville, and now at 620 East Emory Road in Powell.
Hi, this is Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 500 3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, in any location. I buy several houses per month and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711 with ProSource Home Buyers.
The minute folks step into Dollywood in my Smoky Mountains, I want them to fill their hearts with all the beautiful things in this big old world. Dollywood, love every moment.
Plan your visit today at Dollywood.com.
The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. We're on social media at Josh and Swain. Tina in the YouTube chat. Always great to see and hear from Tina. That Friday game was the best I've ever seen. Just wished Omaha was closer so I could go this weekend.
Tina, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. I feel like the guys need more orange in the stands.
Yeah, I ran into a friend yesterday who was talking about, hey, do I get on a plane and go? Can't make the drive to Omaha. Was talking about taking his son as well. That was going to be a factor. So, yeah, wish it were easier for fans to get there. Plenty of fans are up there, I know. Also not a cheap trip. I mean, you're going to have to spend to get there.
Ooh. 13 and a half hours? Nah.
Yeah, it's doable, but.
Yeah, driving to California is doable, too, because Kevin Simon used to do it all the time. That don't mean I want to do it.
I drove Toronto to Knoxville one day. But I didn't have kids in the back, didn't have to manage anybody but myself, essentially, on the trip.
How far was that?
Oh, it was a day. That was a full day. So I don't recall exactly. Half the trip I was with somebody, and then half the trip I was home. We stopped off at a friend's where he was done for the time in Ohio, then I finished up. So I don't know. That was probably in the 14, 15-hour range.
Yeah, this is when I knew that being a truck driver was not in my future. I had to be in Fayetteville, Arkansas, for an event, high school football combine. And I had all the equipment. I was driving a pickup truck. I got to Memphis. Memphis was halfway, Josh, halfway. For those that have made that drive to Memphis, It's not the most enjoyable. There's not a lot of scenic views. There's traffic in Nashville. Memphis, halfway. Memphis to Fayetteville, Arkansas, worse scenic views. It was awful. That's when I knew I will never be a truck driver, and if it's anything past 6 to 8, I'm going to fly.
Okay.
Gotta fly, man. Gotta fly. So, if there was a extra flight that the airlines wanted to put together for the Tennessee fans to get to Omaha from Knoxville or Nashville, I'm pretty sure they would fill that flight. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
That would be a good business move by that airline. I might be even on that one. Because I'm feeling the energy, man. I'm feeling it.
Your private's in the shop? Is that what the issue is?
I don't have one.
Okay. Now, maybe you could say, hey, this brought the Vols good luck. Aaron in Kingsport, we appreciate you texting in. I fell asleep during the top of the ninth on Friday. Woke up to text messages asking if I fell asleep. It was the best nap ever.
If that's what you want to tell yourself, Aaron. If you want to tell yourself it was the best nap ever because you miss the greatest performance in Tennessee athletics history by Christian Moore, then you go ahead. You do that.
I do think in that kind of situation, it's important how you talk to yourself after missing that one.
Well, he didn't miss all the performance. He missed the cherry on top, which was a double in the ninth.
Yeah. I mean, the best part of it, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
That's the best part, for sure.
But I think Aaron viewing that as the best nap ever is good because, I mean, woke up feeling pretty good, right? Refreshed and happy about the Vols.
I bet it was really cool to wake up, turn on SportsCenter, or in this case, I'm sure that the channel was already on ESPN and it was watching him. But he wakes up and he's like, oh. Kyle Peterson and Chris Burke and the crew talking about the Tennessee win, and ESPN SportsCenter's talking about Tennessee's win. That's a pretty dang good nap to wake up from.
Joe says you're better than me, Swain. 2 hours is my limit for driving.
Joe, you can't even drive from Knoxville to Nashville? Come on, Joe. You need to give up your license.
Hey, it's important for everybody to set a standard and know where it is for yourself.
I guess so.
Jeff on YouTube says, I'm Omaha bound. Need to see my Vols win it all. I mean, how much are people still talking about when they were in Tempe for the national championship for Tennessee football?
Man, I want to go, man. I want to be there. How about we carpool? Never mind. The math is not mathing. That's still too much for me.
We take the Wardmobile. Got a DVD player in the back for you. You choose who you want to sit next to, Owen or Max.
No.
They're coming.
The kids staying at home. No, man. I'm not driving 13 and a half hours with a bunch of kids. That drive will be 17 hours. No, thank you.
You're not kidding. Jared in Riceville, who do you all want to play against tomorrow, North Carolina or Florida State?
North Carolina. Never trailed. That lineup is not as potent as Florida State's lineup. Yeah, it's North Carolina. I don't know how North Carolina is ranked higher than Florida State, because Florida State obviously is a more explosive team. It's North Carolina.
Yeah, I think that's the answer too. I don't think it's a huge difference, but I'd pick North Carolina as the opponent over Florida State.
Well, versus Tennessee,
there was a huge difference.
It was a huge difference, Josh. They may be win-loss record inside the ACC. Mm-hmm. They may be really close in terms of the baseball team, but versus Tennessee, it was night and day different.
Yeah. Although, the first 3 innings, and it applies for both teams in some way, but the first 3 or 4 innings, that was kind of a pull out the cartridge and blow kind of start for the Vols against Florida State with the defensive issues.
I don't know what we was doing. We was trying to give it up, give it away. And Florida State tried to give it back to us. They had a couple errors and bloopers too.
Yep. Came out right side at the end.
Hey, the ump might have had a blooper.
Might have.
But that's okay. He's human. Everybody makes mistakes, Josh.
You and I haven't had a chance to talk about that. We will. We'll come back with a chance to talk to former Tennessee baseball coach Rod Delmonico. He knows about both Tennessee and Florida State's programs. He took Tennessee as the head coach to the College World Series 3 times. He'll join us when we come back, right here on Josh and Swain.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
The Boston Celtics are NBA champions after a 106-88 win over the Dallas Mavericks in Game 5 of the NBA Finals last night. The title is the 18th in franchise history for the Celtics, surpassing the Lakers for the most in the NBA. Jaylen Brown had 21 points and 8 rebounds to be named Finals MVP after he averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game for Boston. Major League Baseball for your Tuesday evening. Marlins host the Cardinals just after 6 o'clock at 6:45. The Reds visit the Pirates. Phillies welcome the Padres. Mariners take on the Guardians. Nationals host the Diamondbacks just after 7. The Yankees welcome the Orioles. Red Sox visit the Blue Jays. Braves host the Tigers at 7:20. Twins get the Rays at 7:40. Just after 8 o'clock, the Rangers host the Mets. The Giants visit the Cubs. Astros take on the White Sox. Rockies get the Dodgers at 8:40. And at 9:40, the Brewers visit the Angels. The A's take on the Royals. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup final tonight. Panthers lead the Oilers 3-1. Puck drop is at 8 o'clock. Florida clinches with a win. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Let's face it, folks, things often are not as simple as they should be when it comes to your house. Well, this summer, Hiller is making it summer simple. With real-time technician tracking, you'll know exactly when they're on their way. And you can trust that they'll have the best and brightest techs in your home, fixing your problem on their first trip out. From now until June the 30th, enjoy a free service call with Work Perform, or take $25 off any plumbing or electrical repair. Visit happyhiller.com for more details.
This has been a paid announcement.
Golf season is here, and an eagle awaits you at Sevierville Golf Club. The very best golf in the beautiful Smoky Mountains is ready for you. 2 18-hole championship courses with breathtaking views, unique layouts, and pristine enough to be named the best maintained public golf course in all of Tennessee. All of this makes for a round of golf you won't soon forget. So challenge your game with all the elements of rolling hills, water, sand, and quick greens. Visit SeviervilleGolfClub.com to book your tee time or to learn more about memberships. Sevierville Golf Club, an eagle awaits you.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy?
Totalmente.
Now you can get 50% off any unlimited data phone plan. That's one line for only $25 a month, and you keep the phone you love. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. So find a store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Offer ends July 31st, 2024. Promo subject to cancellation after 12 months. Available exclusively online and in Total by Verizon stores. Requires a compatible unlocked device and SIM. See totalbyverizon.com for device compatibility and additional details. Taxes and fees may apply.
Join John and Vince this Friday morning at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge Nissan and save thousands. This Friday morning from 6 till 9 at Oak Ridge Nissan with John and Vince in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Hi, I'm your annoying debt that follows you around everywhere, ruining your life. Like when you hope to finance that car, not approved. Paying for dinner with a credit card in front of friends, embarrassingly declined. Bills piling up, harassing creditors, and you can't pay me off because the interest is so high, you can barely make the minimum. So what are you going to do? You're stuck with me. Give me your best shot.
Got debt? Knock out annoying debt with a loan from Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union. Now through September 30th, get up to $500 to refinance your existing debt with us. Visit atfcu.com for details. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, your less red tape banking alternative, a place where you belong.
Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, moshingles.com, 770-0506.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Heat and humidity continue to roll on as we head into your Tuesday afternoon. High temperatures today topping out around 90 degrees. A few extra clouds providing some shade at times, but that doesn't mean it won't feel even warmer as our feels like temperatures will be back into the mid to upper 90s. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
This report is sponsored by Rumble.com. Rumble is on a mission to give people the freedom to be entertained. Enjoy exclusive content from creators who are empowered to express themselves freely. Visit Rumble.com or download the app and watch for free.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. Next to VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward, and we are excited this segment to go to the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline to welcome to the show former Tennessee baseball coach Rod Delmonico. He helped lead the Vols to 3 College World Series appearances as Tennessee is 2-0 in Omaha to start play there this week. Rod, we appreciate you taking time to join us today. How are you?
I'm doing great, Josh. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious, what have you thought about what you've seen from this Tennessee baseball team to this point this season, what they did through SEC play, winning their last 9 regular season series, regular season and tournament championships, and then winning the first 2 games in the College World Series?
Well, I've been very impressed with their team. They really have a complete team. They've got tremendous hitting. They can steal a base if they want to, but they really don't need to. Great defense, well coached. Tony's done an amazing job at Tennessee. So proud of him. But it did take another Italian to get that thing fixed, I have to say. But, and then Frank Anderson. I think Frank Anderson is one of the top 3 pitching coaches in the country. He might be the best pitching coach. If you look at his pitchers, they throw 3 pitches for a strike. Change up, as you well know, is the best pitch you got. And all of his pitchers have 3 pitches they can throw for a strike. Very competitive. It's a complete team. The other night they played North Carolina. And North Carolina I've seen several times on TV. North Carolina is a very, very good team. And Tennessee made them look average. That's how good Tennessee is.
What adjustments have you noticed through your coaching lens, Tony Vitello and Frank Anderson, over the last 2 or 3 years? I mean, this team is special. This season has been special. But have you noticed any tweaks, any coaching adjustments in the last couple of years?
Well, I think, it's the law of average sometimes. You can have a great team like they had a couple of years ago and just doesn't go as far as you think they should go. It's just so competitive out there. Everybody's good. And when you get to Omaha, there's only 2 teams that get to Omaha. There's a team that's happy to be there, and there's a couple of teams there that were just so happy to get there. And if they do well, they're happy. And then there's a team that goes to win the national championship. And LSU was really good under Skip Bertman. When they got there, their mission was to win the national championship. And I think that's where Tennessee is right now. They're on a mission. It's to win the national championship. They're tired of just being happy to get there. Not saying that they were in the past, but it's a growth process. And you've got 2 coaches that have been there. They know how to win. If they'll listen to their coaches and they'll keep playing like they did the other night. The other night, they just beat them. It wasn't like we're going to play and get a lead and kind of coast. They just took the fight out of North Carolina. It made North Carolina look far inferior than they really are.
We're talking to Rod Delmonico, former Tennessee baseball coach who helped lead the Vols to 3 College World Series appearances. I know I'm asking this with Tennessee now 2-0 in Omaha, but does this look like the most well-rounded team that Tony Vitello has had at Tennessee?
I would say that. They've got great leadership with their seniors. Like I said earlier, there's nothing they can't do. They can play defense. I mean, heck, the other night, you got guys coming off the bench hitting missiles out of the ballpark. I mean, they have good depth. I think it's the strongest team that Tony and Frank have had, no doubt. And if they keep playing the way they are, then at the end of this thing, they'll be very proud of what they accomplished.
You've seen a lot of baseball, coached a lot of baseball, a lot of great baseball players. How do you put in a context and perspective the performance that Christian Moore gave us on Friday?
I love that guy, and I love his humbleness. The thing I loved the most the other night, believe it or not, was his post-game interview. Very humble. Didn't even know that he had hit for the cycle. That shows me the guy's locked in. There's nothing that he can't do on a baseball field. I feel like he's going to be a high draft pick. He's fun to watch. He's the guy that you come to the ballpark to watch. That guy right there. He plays the game the way it's supposed to be played, and then the humility that he had after the game speaks volumes of what kind of kid he is.
Rod Delmonico is with us, and you mentioned Frank Anderson, what he's been able to do for such a long time as one of the best in the business coaching pitchers. Why is he so good? What is it about what he's done at Tennessee with this staff? They've dealt with injury, had to replace some arms from a year ago, to where they've still had one of the best staff ERAs, and obviously in the position they're in now.
Well, first of all, it's a lot of experience. If you go back and look at Frank's coaching tree, he turned Texas Tech around and made them a contender. He goes to Texas, and they win a national championship. And we're having a difficult time winning one under Augie, who one of the greatest coaches of all time. Goes to Oklahoma State and does a tremendous job there. And then if you look, he goes to Houston, and nobody knew who Houston was. The only thing we knew about Houston was the Houston Rockets. And all of a sudden you got a baseball team that's got first-round picks, pitching-wise. Did a tremendous job there. So it doesn't surprise me what he's done at Tennessee. It's what I said earlier. His guys throw 3 pitches for strikes and compete in the zone with a fastball, changeup, and an off-speed pitch. Composure is really good. You look at his pitching staff, that's coaching. He coaches them up, gets the most out of them. So it doesn't surprise me when he's had an injury or two or a player leaves that he's able to be able to, keep it right where it is. He's really, really good.
Rod, what does it mean to you to see Tennessee in this position? It's a program that you led for nearly 2 decades, seeing Tennessee doing what it's doing right now.
Well, you have to understand I put 18 years of my life there, helped build the new stadium, things that we were able to accomplish. Was blessed to have some tremendous players that played for me. But I had 3 boys grow up in that dugout. My kids grew up on that baseball field, throwing balls against the wall and catching. And so I'm very proud. You don't put your heart and soul into something like that and build it to a certain level and then happy that it falls apart. I'm proud of Tony, Frank, what they've done, the players that they've recruited, and the tradition that they've continued and built on what we did. Very proud of that. And so proud of Tony and the staff.
When Tony first got the job, how much did he reach out to you, lean on you, and what's been y'all's relationship the last couple of years?
Well, we've texted a lot. I've probably given him some pointers here and there, and he's reached out to me as well, and we've had a great relationship. And I don't know if that's because he's Italian and I'm Italian, or we just baseball coaches or what, but we like to eat at the same restaurants. I know that. But yeah, we've stayed in touch, and I texted him the other night. I thought the loss he had in the regional was good. Told him that. That's good. It's going to help you win in Omaha, because sometimes you need a loss like that to regroup and understand that you're not totally invincible, that anybody on any given night can beat you, and you've got to have your A game. And usually it's the team that plays the best wins today. It's not the best team. And so you have to keep that in mind. We have to be our best every day that we go out, and that's what they're doing. They're showing up with their A game, and they've done that in the World Series twice now. So they just got to keep going.
How much have you been able to see of the competition? You mentioned what North Carolina is as a team. I know you know plenty about Florida State's program as well, but that's the remaining side of Tennessee's bracket. And then, of course, you have the other side with Florida, Kentucky, Texas A&M has been one of the best teams all season long.
Well, you have to look at Florida State, which I know a little bit about. They just don't have a bullpen. Link's done a tremendous job getting them from where they were last year to this year to the World Series, one of the best coaching jobs in the country. But you also, North Carolina is a team that I thought that would be a close game. I really did, because I saw them in the regional. They played LSU and pitched really well. Their bullpen is strong. They've got Honeycutt, one of the probably 5 or 6 best position players in the country. But Tennessee dismantled them, and both teams. And so right now it looks like Tennessee's got a real good chance to come out of that bracket, and should. On the other side, it's kind of a toss-up. We're not sure who's the best team over there. A&M played well last night, but Kentucky's been sort of the Cinderella team. Do they still have more left in? So it's going to be interesting to see who can come out of that bracket.
If you're a Tennessee fan and you're watching Florida State and North Carolina, who do you want Tennessee to go up against tomorrow?
Well, I think you would want to go against Florida State only because their bullpen has proven this year is not as good as North Carolina's bullpen. North Carolina's got a couple of dogs in that bullpen that really get after it, and they've really had some clutch hitting. But when you get to this point, everybody has clutch hitting and clutch pitching down the stretch. The 8 teams that get there, you could look at what Florida State's done with not a great bullpen and went, hey, they figured a way to get there. Same thing with Kentucky. They don't have a lot of power, but they play the short game really well, and they just find a way to win. And that's really what you have on all 8 teams that get to Omaha. They find a way to win at the end of the year. And then it's who gets to Omaha, can play loosey-goosey, can stay focused. And then, as you well know, being involved in athletics, you got to have a break or two. And it just seems like, ball's got to hit that pebble on the turf and go left or right sometimes, or somebody gets jammed and it falls in, or check swing and the guy gets rung up. You just never know. I mean, it's the breaks. It's the little things that happen on the field sometimes. Guy drops a fly ball like a couple of years ago with Arkansas, and then Oregon State wins the national championship. You're a catch from winning it. You drop it, the other team wins. So got to have a little bit of luck as well.
Rod, before you go, Rod Delmonico is with us. Update everybody on how you're doing. You mentioned your 3 sons. I think a lot of Tennessee fans, a lot of people locally remember them as well. How are they doing? How are you doing?
Well, they're doing great. In fact, I'm in Birmingham. My son, youngest son, Nicky, is coaching with the White Sox in Double-A, and he's actually playing at the Rick Wood Field, which is the old Negro League baseball field where 110 Hall of Famers played. They refurbished it. Nicky's playing the Montgomery Biscuits tonight for the first game ever in the Rick Wood Field that they've really rebuilt, fixed up. And then Thursday, the Giants and the Cardinals play there, which will be, I guess, on MLB or ESPN. So I've got Tony down here and Joey played a little golf and get to see the game tonight. So everything's well for the Delmonicos.
Love that. Are you able to watch stress-free now when you tune into what's going on in the College World Series?
Well, you can't watch a game like that without wanting to try to do some coaching and thinking what you should or shouldn't do or get caught up into it. But, yeah, you get those EBGB feelings, when you're watching a game. Absolutely, But here the other night, Florida State, even though I was at Florida State for 8 years, I got to pull for the Vols. But, yeah, I was a little concerned on whether or not they could get it done. And then all of a sudden, 4 in the ninth, that showed a lot of heart. It showed you what Tennessee's made of.
Yep, for sure. Well, it's great to hear that you're doing well, your family's doing well. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for the insight. Really good information.
Well, thanks for having me on. Appreciate that. Appreciate what you guys do.
Thank you, Rod. Rod Delmonico, former Tennessee baseball coach, led the Vols to 3 College World Series appearances, and as you can hear, still following what's happening with Tennessee, now 3 wins away from a national championship, getting ready for the winner of North Carolina and Florida State tomorrow. We'll come back here on Josh and Swain next to VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward, 865-656-9900 if you'd like to join us right here on Josh and Swain.
Listening to us on the air, free. Listening on the app, free. Listening on our website, free. No subscription required. Just free sports talk.
If you're often feeling tired, you're noticing a lack of motivation and drive, or weight gain, loss of muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone levels. Don't wait. Let's find out. At Low T Center, they're going to make it easy for you to get your levels checked. It's a simple blood test, and with their on-site lab, you'll get your results back in about 25 minutes. Low T Center is not like your typical doctor's office. It is concierge medicine for men. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone with customized treatment for each patient. They have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results, and most health insurance is accepted for treatment. They have convenient treatment options, including physician-monitored self-inject treatments for established patients. This is when they ship it directly to your house each month. This is my favorite. It saves you a trip to those weekly visits. Right now at Low T Center, it's just $25 to get your T level tested. Results will come back to you in about 25 minutes. So let's get you feeling like you again, back to your best. Go to the website. That's lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing Mills Healthcare.
This has been a paid announcement.
Wild Laurel Golf Course on the peaceful side of the Smokies in Townsend is a golfer's dream. Take in the breathtaking views as you play their par 70 18-hole golf course. After your round, relax in their newly renovated clubhouse with a fully stocked pro shop. Wild Laurel has a full-service bar and tavern with craft beer on tap, specialty cocktails, and delicious sandwiches. Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram. Book your tee times now at wildlaurel.us. Wild Laurel Golf Course in Townsend.
When you want a brand new kitchen, there's nothing to it. There's a brand new way to do it. 3-Day Kitchen and Bath.
Here's another satisfied customer of 3-Day Kitchen and Bath, Anita Bennett.
When I first heard about 3-Day Kitchen and Bath, I thought, there's no way they could do a good job in 3 days, and they must carry only the plain Jane basics in cabinets, countertops, and flooring. Then they came to our house, and we found out they offered top quality materials with tons of choices and lots of custom options. They worked with us to design a bathroom that was perfect for our family. They looked at our needs and thought of details I hadn't even considered. The installation was clean, thorough, and professional, and they were done in just 3 days. When we got back from the hotel, I couldn't believe the difference. The bathroom is beautiful.
See us on the web at 3daykitchen.com.
It's about time.
3 days or less.
At 3-Day Kitchen and Bath.
Spring's here, and it's a great time of year. You can smell fresh-cut grass, and everyone's excited to be outside again. It's your year to get that great lawn, and you can do it. And Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply can help. Dickens is now the Exmark mower dealer for Knoxville, and they're stocked up with a ton of choices for your next zero-turn mower. They have the best seed and fertilizers available, and would be glad to coach you to a great lawn. They also carry mulch and pine straw. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply in Knoxville, Maryville, and now at 620 East Emery Road in Powell.
Citra RY 200 purchase price 19,829. Ultima RN 399 573, purchase price 23,621. 0% financing on select models. Take thousands off MSRP and 45331. All offers with approved credit cannot combine offers. Number one dealer based on 23 Nissan RDR.
You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Hey, Tennessee, Scott Gropp for your #1 volume Nissan dealer in East Tennessee, Oak Ridge Nissan. And after a Mondo May, it's time for our sizzling summer sale. Get into a brand new Nissan Sentra for $19,829. Or Nissan Altima starting at $23,621. Or how about interest rates as low as 0% APR? And remember, if you've got a trade, you've got it made. Trade values are off the charts. Get up to $8,000 over Kelly Blue Book so we can pay it off no matter what you owe. Woo! Now that's hot. So why does everybody make that 10-minute drive? It's simple. At Oak Ridge Nissan, you get more for your trade-in and pay less for your new Nissan and save thousands of dollars. It's no wonder Oak Ridge Nissan is smoking the competition like a Havana. And that's why
You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, helping you beat the books with BetQL. It's a battle in the Bronx today as the Yankees host the Orioles. New York leads Baltimore in the AL East, and the teams meet for a 3-game series this week. Nestor Cortez gets the start for the Yankees today with his 3-5 record and a 3.59 ERA. The BetQL model is going back to the home team today. Their 5-star best bet in Major League Baseball is taking the Yankees on the money line over the Orioles. Bet smarter and beat the book with BetQL and download the BetMGM app today.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain, thanks for being with us as we enter the final segment of hour number 1. We're with you until 3 o'clock. We're on YouTube today. You can stop by the Sports Animal YouTube channel as we also continue on 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster. Appreciate everybody tuning in the Tri-Cities area, and appreciate Rod Delmonico taking time to join us last segment. I thought he was great with the insight that he had with what's happening with Tennessee, the competition. Also, hearing how much he still cares about what's going on with Tennessee, and you asked him about the connection he's had with Tony Vitello. Do Tennessee fans need to be cooking up some Italian dishes to get ready for what happens next in the World Series? Because Rod Delmonico thinks there's something there.
No, not if you are not Italian, you shouldn't.
Okay.
If you ain't Italian, you need to...
We'll stop by a local fine Italian establishment. How about that?
You need to take a seat. Let the Italians do it, because they know what they're doing.
That's true.
I'm just trying to get a seat at the table next time the Delmonicos and the Vitellos hang out.
Yep, for sure.
Yep.
Fun conversation to be had at that table, by the way.
Yeah, man. Him talking about North Carolina being a great team and how Tennessee made them look average, that was the quote of the interview so far, because we saw Tennessee come back against a really good team after spotting them a couple of runs and making mistakes. Maybe that shows you how good Tennessee is, to be able to have those mistakes, still be able to come back and win. Tennessee played a whole lot cleaner against North Carolina. Carolina's a really, really good team, and then Tennessee made them average. Hearing that from, Coach Delmonico, that was superb stuff from him. It really was, man.
There's nothing to be afraid of at this point. Maybe Tennessee doesn't win it all.
No.
Maybe they do.
There it is. It is. You heard Coach, didn't you? Some teams are just happy to be there.
Well, Tennessee's not that team, though.
I know. The mission is to win a championship. So if you don't win a championship, you fail the mission. If Tennessee comes up short, I'm not going to look at it and go, hey, man, you got there, you won 2 games. Hey, man, we here. We might as well just go ahead and go the whole way. We got to win a championship.
Well, I'm with you there, but...
What you mean, but?
I'm saying nothing to be afraid of at this point. Tennessee's shown.
If you're a fan of you or Tennessee, the team.
Anybody.
I'm still afraid.
Okay.
I'm still nervous, Josh.
Speak for yourself, Ward. I get it.
I'm still a little nervous.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm still on pins and needles. Just like Tennessee basketball playing against, Purdue or any other NCAA tournament game. Mm-hmm. I'm on pins and needles. Now, I won't be tomorrow, because it's not do or die.
If Tennessee's playing on Thursday?
Yeah, I'm not going to give you a Jason Tatum type of quote. But, like, if you lose, it's not the end of the world. You still can come back and win and advance to the final series. But I'm still going to be a little nervous. That's because I care, Josh. Those are called good butterflies. Good nerves.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's good.
What happened to you, man? What happened to you? You went on a break, and you come back, and what happened to you?
Well, besides the tan that I was able to add to my repertoire, might not be able to see it from the lighting, but
you got a tan. Oh, okay, I see it now. It was the angle, it was the way the lights are shining. I see it now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Close to me, almost.
It's tough to tell the difference.
I know.
Maybe you don't want me to say it. I'm sure a lot of people listening, watching, don't want me to say it. I think Tennessee's going to win the national championship. I think they're going to win the national title. I think they're going to be a national champion in the next 6 days.
Hold on, I got to record this. I got to take a picture. I got to take a selfie of us.
12:55, 25, 26.
Did you say
27 on Tuesday, June 18th?
Did you say you think Tennessee's going to win that championship?
I think Tennessee's baseball team is going to win the 2024 national championship.
How sure are you? Pretty confident?
I am confident to quite confident.
I like that. There you go, Josh. I like that. I'm more confident after listening to Coach Delmonico.
What about what I just said?
You're not Coach Delmonico.
I'm not. One of us has coached in the College World Series multiple times.
Exactly.
And that one is not me.
Exactly.
Tennessee will play Florida State or North Carolina tomorrow. Those two teams will play in an elimination game starting in a little more than an hour. They play at 2 o'clock today. The winner will have to beat Tennessee twice. Tennessee will look to advance to a best-of-3 series beginning on Saturday. We'll come back with 2 hours to go. What do you think? Join us. Call or text in at 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. Next to VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain, I'm Josh Ward. We'll continue the Tennessee baseball conversation with their title hopes. Tennessee football talk coming up as we come back. 2 hours remain right here on Josh and Swain.
When you have sports mixed with your pop culture, along with humor and celebrity interviews, your earbuds are enjoying The Rich Eisen Show. Women's basketball legend, Sue Bird.
Caitlin Clark, obviously, front and center for the WNBA season. What have you seen over the first couple of games for her?
Part of professional sports is you're going to have some stretches. You're going to shoot bad. Your team's going to lose. And how do you respond to that? Everybody's clearly got their defensive game plan built around her, which is a compliment, but you got to figure it out from there.
Search for The Rich Eisen Show on YouTube or wherever you listen.
It's Ted Russell Ford's Last Chance 2023 Model Year Sales Event going on now. We have a special acquisition of new 2023 Fords, and every single one will go this month at a crazy price. She's crazy, beautiful. Our loss is your gain with discounts up to $11,500 off MSRP on 2023 Ford F-150 Lightnings or discounts up to $6,900 on 2023 Ford Escapes. Plus, every new Ford comes with our lifetime warranty at no charge. If you're looking to trade in your current vehicle, we want to buy it and we'll pay top dollar for it. There's crazy good deals going on now during the Last Chance 2023 Model Year Sales Event at Ted Russell Ford on Kingston Pike and Parkside Drive.
Example vehicle 2023 Ford F-150 Lightning, stock number WG35594 with approved credit. Price excludes optional equipment selected by the purchaser, $795 dealer fee, state and local taxes, tag registration, and title fees. Offer expires 6/30/2024.
This is Ken Salyer, General Manager at Cumulus Knoxville. For years, Executive Building Solutions has cleaned our offices and broadcast center. Their owner received the new Sentinel Leadership Award twice, and they have been named top workplace for 5 consecutive years. If your offices or facility are seeking elite customer care and cleanliness, let Executive Building Solutions be your solution to a clean office. Call today, 933-1766. 933-1766.
It's Nico time in Tennessee. That's right, ball fans. Get ready for the most hard-hitting, electrifying, play-making deals in real estate you've ever seen. Oh, wait. I should probably clarify. I'm Nick Nico, spelled N-I-C-A-U-D, with the Nick Nico team at Keller Williams. If you're looking to be like our Vols in your real estate moves, our Nico team is the hard-hitting, electrifying, play-making team for you. Don't listen to everyone say the market's tough, prices are up, where do I move to? Our team has the market knowledge that we call the Nico know-how. We know the area. Raised right here in Knoxville, I know what moves, so our team just cuts through what everyone else might see as an obstacle. And we turn it into an opportunity. Sell high and buy low on your next dream home with our Nico know-how. Let our team become your team. Check us out online, nicoteam.com. That's N-I-C-A-U-D team.com.
Youth Motorsports has come to East Tennessee. In a world of exclusive and competitive sports, TN Youth Motorsports kart racing is open to kids of all skill levels, giving them the opportunity to learn and experience the sport of kart racing. Kart racing teaches kids life skills including mechanics, mathematics, problem solving, and more. For more information and how you can get involved, just check them out online at tnyouthmotorsports.com. That's tnyouthmotorsports.com.
Hey, cigar lovers, Tyler Ivins here for Smoky Cigars, where it's Ashton month and all boxes are 20% off, featuring door prizes, swag, and free cigars all month long. The cigar of the month, the Ashton Aged Maduro. All sizes, buy 3, get 1 free. Only at Smoky's, Knoxville Cigar Store.
Hey, Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
This is WNML-FM Friendsville, WNML-AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Maggie Gray with a Sports Minute. Good thing the Dodgers have an 8.5-game cushion in the NL West because their team is about to be tested. Not only will former MVP and perennial All-Star Mookie Betts be out for 6 to 8 weeks with a fractured hand after being hit by a pitch, pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto, one of the prizes of the offseason, was placed on the IL with a strained rotator cuff. The Dodgers have plenty of depth, but this could be a tough few weeks. I'm Maggie Gray.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-761-0000, 800-761-0000, 800-761-0000.
Hour number 2 of Josh and Swain begins. Thank you for being with us. 1 hour down, 2 to go. An hour to go until Tennessee's next opponent begins play. It will be either Florida State or North Carolina. The winner of that game will advance, having to beat Tennessee twice to get to the final best 2 of 3 series. Tennessee just needs one win tomorrow or Thursday. The Vols planning on tomorrow, with Xander Seacrest set to go in Game 3, as he has for Tennessee during the last few months. Tennessee is on schedule, on the path that they typically have been on. Florida State, North Carolina, off the path a little bit, trying to get back on. I said last segment, I think Tennessee's going to win the national title. Chip texted in and said, Swain, I think Josh has gone soft.
I'm surprised you said that, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think that's soft. I think
you went hard in paint. I think you went into the boom boom room.
I didn't say, they got a pretty good shot here.
Yeah.
I said I think they're going to win the national title.
Yeah. I think you went up and dunked on Zach Edey and blocked the shot without being called for a foul. How about that? That's what I think you just did. That's pretty good.
23-year-old Zach Edey or like 13-year-old Zach Edey?
I was like 8-year-old Zach Edey.
Okay.
Probably was still about 6'5", but
okay.
That's not the point, Josh. The point is you had a good moment. And we're not going to let Chip ruin it, okay?
Not going to happen, Chip. Not on our watch today. So there I said it. And I'm sure there are plenty of people who are not happy that I did, but I think Tennessee will win the national title.
You're not going to jinx it. It's okay.
It doesn't work that way.
Coach Rod messed me up, man. He messed me up. Because before he came on, I said I wanted North Carolina to win because I felt like that would be better for Tennessee because of how dominant they were against them. Now, Coach Rod did say Tennessee made North Carolina look average. So that's what I was thinking. But Coach Delmonico said that Florida State's bullpen not as good. So we should want Florida State to win.
That's why I don't think it's a big gap. I would still say give me North Carolina over Florida State. A few have pointed out in the text box you have Arnold, who Tennessee did see on Friday, but Florida State would need to win back-to-back days. It would be 3 straight days of games, and it would be a week into the College World Series, 7 days in at that point. Those arms would run thin for Florida State.
Yeah.
That's why it's such an advantageous position for Tennessee. Tennessee is on schedule. They can just go to their number 3 starter, their Sunday guy, in Xander Seacrest, as normal, and the relief also gets a break. They get a relief getting Monday and Tuesday off, plus the time in between, off Saturday, off Monday, Tuesday, before playing on Wednesday and Thursday if necessary. So Tennessee's in a good spot going in. Plus, it's the better team.
I'm taking North Carolina. It's hard for me to unsee what I saw on Sunday.
You can also play the mental game that there's no doubt Tennessee locks in for Florida State. It's easy to think, oh, we just beat them by 5 runs on Sunday. What's the big deal with North Carolina? Having said that, I would lean toward they're playing for the national championship. They're not going to take it easy on anybody.
Yeah, we're not playing Evansville. We're not playing Lipscomb in a midweek game. Like, there's no more. Oh well, I mean, they caught us off guard, or we wasn't ready. Wasn't ready to play. No, you are ready to play. You're locked in. You're so close. You can taste it.
Hunsucker says 5-year-old Zach Edey is probably more of an even competition for Josh. You see what you did?
I could have went lower to 8, but I didn't. Out of respect for you, Josh.
Out of respect.
Out of respect.
I appreciate that. Think you're slick over there, don't you?
And Brian just he went lower. He went lower. When they go low, Brian Hunsucker goes lower.
Find a lower spot.
That's what we know about Hunsucker.
Randy texts in. Appreciate you listening, Brian. Several people could be chosen for MVP at this point. I believe Kavaris Tears should be in the top 2 or 3. He's had a great World Series.
Yeah. I think that's a really, really good point. I mean, here's someone that, his freshman year didn't play, redshirted. Last year was in here and there. And then this year just bursted on the scene and has had some timely plays defensively and offensively.
Yeah, got things started in the 9th on Friday and then got things started on the scoreboard with his home run on Sunday. He's been a terrific player. And yes, several players are up for that. Christian Moore's the number one choice.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's doubting that.
Without a doubt.
But it was a group effort in the 9th with what everybody did. So, sure, Tears is in that conversation.
I mean, Tears has been doing this. Think about last year when Tennessee turned their season around against Vanderbilt. It was Tears, his home run off the shoelaces, that kind of turned everything around. So he is used to coming up big in big moments.
Causes tears for the opponent.
Yep, I would agree, Josh. I would agree.
865-656-9900 for you to join us. We say hello to Turkey Man on Josh and Swain. Turkey Man, good afternoon. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. Like I said yesterday, ain't no crying in baseball. But if Tennessee don't win it all and doesn't win a national championship, then who should win it? Who's the best out there? I don't see nobody better than Tennessee. And when you start leaving your mark in center field on against the wall and give up your body to win, and you got the umpires already check swinging, call it strike when there's no way that you check swing in that second game, but he's already like it's a makeup call in the second game. We're in their heads, buddy. We're in their heads. We just don't need to let them get in our heads, and we'll win this thing.
Yeah, I was perfectly fine with sacrificing Blake Burke against North Carolina. It obviously was not the correct call, but I'm okay with that because we got a 50-50 call on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, one was more impactful than the other. I think that's fair to say.
Well, we still got Black Mark in center field there. I was going to ask a question. How's their injury report on that? Is the center fielder going to be back, or is he still nursing a hamstring, it looked like?
Well, we'll find out tomorrow officially. There's been confidence that they can get him ready, but let's see if they get him ready to go out there tomorrow.
Well, I tell you what, that was a good play, and that's leading on the field, buddy. I'll let you go,
Absolutely.
guys.
Yep.
And I don't know if Tennessee can't win it. I don't know who would. I mean, who above them should win.
Yeah, the top competition would appear to be Texas A&M.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, but it's ours to lose.
Yep, Tennessee's the favorite.
I feel. Well, that's right. Okay. I'll let you go, guys. Enjoy your show.
Thanks, Turkey Man. Yeah, good to hear from you.
Seeing Hunter Inslee hold his hamstring high doesn't give me the most confidence that we're going to see him. But, and I'm not a doctor here, but if I'm Hunter Inslee, it will take a lot to keep me from playing. A lot. Him playing a position where he has to cover so much ground running, and Hunsucker brought this up, the sudden movements that you have to make. You're reacting to the ball being hit, off the bat, and you got to make a sudden movement either back or forward, left or right. And how will that play with the muscles that obviously bother him enough to keep him out of the last game? So
there's also believed to be a hip issue there.
You want to play. You want to play through injury. You want to be tough, but at what point do you say, if I play and I'm 60%, I'm actually hurting my team?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the most difficult decisions you have to make. I pulled myself out of the Alabama game 2006. It was my last time playing Alabama. I was playing on a high ankle sprain. We had a bye week the week before. I hurt it against Georgia. So I had 2 weeks. That's it. And I still played on it, which was dumb. And I was on the right side of the formation. I was running a curl route. I'm planting on my right foot to come back to the quarterback, and I just couldn't. And the ball almost was intercepted. I pulled myself out of the game. That was the hardest thing to do, but I knew it was the right thing to do because I didn't want to cost my team interception or not making a play against Alabama. So I took myself out. That's really difficult to do.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in a position where he's trying to make a play like he did the other day, and he can't get to the ball.
Exactly. So they have to make that decision. Does Tony Vitello make it for him, or do you leave it up to Hunter? And maybe he is used to saying, "Hey, man, I'm going to play. If I can walk, I can play." Sometimes you got to save people from themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes in football, he's seeing doubles. He's not on balance. You got to take his helmet away. Boxers, you got to throw in the towel. Sometimes you have to save people from themselves because we know only one speed. That's go, and go fast, and go hard, and play through injury, play through sadness, play through adversity. That's how we are wired. But sometimes you got to pull them off yourself.
We'll go on to the next segment. We'll come back. Something that we haven't really discussed. VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. Something I want to check with you on when we come back in the next segment. Right here on Josh and Swain.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford and Ted Russell Lincoln, locally owned and operated with big June incentives to take advantage of right now. You can find savings on brand new trucks from Ted Russell Ford. With their F-Series, they have several different options for you with whatever you need to help you find the right vehicle for you. If you are looking for a Ford Bronco, Ted Russell Ford can help you find one. As we're here in the middle of the summer months, it's a perfect time to shop, especially with the ability to save right now. You can get low interest rates. You can save up to $1,750 with the retail trade assistance on a 24 Ford Bronco Sport. If it's a Bronco, a Ford truck, an SUV like the Explorer or the Ford Expedition, let Ted Russell Ford help you find what you're looking for and save in the process. On brand new Ford vehicles, brand new Lincoln vehicles from Ted Russell Lincoln on Kingston Pike, or there are many options from the pre-owned selection. Parkside Drive, Kingston Pike, and you can shop online at tedrussellford.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery. Now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you are a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
Time to work smarter, not harder, with a household membership at the Y. While you lift, run, or join a group fitness class, your kids can take swim lessons or start developing healthy habits of their own in youth fitness classes. The Y offers something for everyone in the family with free kids programs for Y members, state-of-the-art fitness equipment for you, and motivating wellness coaches to help you reach your goals. Make workout time family time at the Y. Join online at ymcaknoxville.org.
This is John, and I'm with Whitney, co-owner of Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, voted Knoxville's best plumber 7 years in a row. I hear you've got a drain cleaning special, Whitney.
We do, John. As long as our equipment can access the drain, we'll clear any clogged drain in your home for just $99. As a bonus, we'll run a video camera through your sewer line to examine the condition of your main drain line. If we see a blockage or break in the line, we can devise a plan to fix it.
Is there a charge for the video camera inspection?
No, it's free. And if we do find an issue with your main sewer line, we can give you options to resolve it. Options include cabling the line, hydrojetting it, performing a spot repair, or total sewer line replacement, depending on the issue. Armed with knowledge, you can make a decision as to how to proceed.
Sounds like you're the drain and sewer line experts, Whitney. Call Pipe Wrench, 865-264-8090, or book online at pipewrench.com.
It's Nico time in Tennessee. That's right, ball fans. Get ready for the most hard-hitting, electrifying, play-making deals in real estate you've ever seen. Oh, wait. I should probably clarify. I'm Nick Nico, spelled N-I-C-A-U-D, with the Nick Nico team at Keller Williams. If you're looking to be like our Vols in your real estate moves, our Nico team is the hard-hitting, electrifying, play-making team for you. Don't listen to everyone say the market's tough, prices are up, where do I move to? Our team has the market knowledge that we call the Nico know-how. We know the area. Raised right here in Knoxville, I know what moves, so our team just cuts through what everyone else might see as an obstacle, and we turn it into an opportunity. Sell high and buy low on your next dream home with our Nico know-how. Let our team become your team. Check us out online, nicoteam.com. That's N-I-C-A-U-D team.com.
Hey, this is VFL Joshua Dobbs, and we're counting it down. It's just
74 days until
it's football time in Tennessee.
This countdown to kickoff is brought to you by Knoxville TVA Employees Credit Union. People helping people since 1934.
We're back on Josh and Swain. We're on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We'd love for you to follow us there, at Josh and Swain, to connect on social media. 865-656-9900 to connect on the phone lines. To call or text in, 865-656-9900. Swain, Friday in the ninth inning, Tennessee had a comeback against Florida State.
Sure did.
It was a huge comeback.
One of the best comebacks. Tennessee athletic history.
It was potentially aided by a call. Blake Burke at the plate. 2 outs, 2 strikes. He had a check swing. They looked to the third base umpire, and he said no. Blake Burke did not go. The at-bat continued. He then had a hit to tie the game. 2 hits later, Tennessee was celebrating a victory. Tennessee very much agreed with the call. Florida State very much disagreed with the call.
You see Link Jarrett in the dugout?
I saw. We're now Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days removed. What's the appropriate conversation at this point and moving forward about the check swing call?
Well, Josh, the appropriate conversation would be recognizing that it is the decade of the Vols.
Sure.
It is not the decade of the Noles, that's for sure. You look at the college football playoff and how that played out.
This is not their first complaint of the last 12 months.
At all. They're supposed to feel like they got robbed. Mm-hmm. They should be upset. They should be really, really upset. They had moments in that game that they would like to have back. They made mistakes early in that game, too, that allowed Tennessee to put up runs. They threw the ball in areas that allowed us to be able to hit, get runs, home runs. And so, I mean, they had the lead. But I understand them being really, really upset about that call. I thought it was a 50-50 call. Maybe the pitch itself was a strike. I've heard some people say that. Coach Delmonico mentioned having breaks fall your way, how that's important sometimes too when you are pursuing a championship. And that was one of the breaks that fell our way. Do I feel bad about it? No, I don't. I do not. I don't. Sorry.
Moving forward, is there any more leniency given to officiating calls thanks to the potential break that helped on Friday?
My position has not changed, Josh.
Okay.
I understand that officiating in real time is hard. There's a human element to it. I understand that. I totally get it. If you're asking me to try to understand what happened in that Tennessee-Purdue bowl game, I will not understand because they had replay. They had a chance to get it right, and they did not get it right. But those bang-bang calls, I understand the human element, and I know how tough it is. I know Tennessee fans were really, really upset about how Zach Edey was being played. But honestly, Toby Alwaka could have been fouled. He could have fouled out 10 minutes sooner. There's a lot of calls they didn't make against us where we were really, really fouling Zach Edey. So, I mean, I understand that part of it too. I do.
Sometimes you get a break that goes your way. And I suggest you take it, you say thank you, and just move forward.
That's what you do. Let me test your character today.
My character?
Yeah. Your character.
Okay.
Let's say you go to the store and you are prepared to pay sticker price, and there's a computer error that says this item is 50% off. You didn't know it was 50% off, but they said it's 50% off. What do? Do you say, no, that's not 50% off? Or you say, thank you, and keep it moving?
Well, I'm pretty good at admitting if I'm wrong. So,
but in this case,
I would think, oh, well, I thought it was full price, but who am I to question the computer?
Because computers are always right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Like ChatGPT, I didn't know that you played for the Utah Blaze until it told me that your professional playing career ended in the Arena Football League with the Blaze.
Well, 99.9%. Okay. That's the minor exception there. That's not accurate at all. But
are you asking if I would suggest that Blake Burke should have said sorry? There's that commercial. I don't remember what the commercial's for.
Yep.
Maybe it's just sportsmanship. I can't remember.
It's sportsmanship. Mm-hmm.
And the player goes to the team huddle in basketball and says, "Coach, it was out on me," and they have to go to the official and reverse the call. I wouldn't do that.
I will kick that kid off the team. You are kicked off the team immediately.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yep.
Yep.
For the record, what would you do at the register? You taking the discount or you paying full price?
Count my blessings.
Okay.
Saying thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You get a gift, you take it, I say, and then you find a way to pay it forward in a different avenue in the future.
Correct. Yep. That's the right thing to do, Josh.
Okay.
Pay it forward.
Okay.
Tennessee's gonna pay it forward.
One former Tennessee football coach once said, "Never apologize for winning." I would also say, never apologize for a call going your way.
Never. I wouldn't. Say thank you. Keep it moving.
Chip asks, When Tennessee wins the championship, will FSU put up a banner as co-World Series champs?
I hope they do. I hope they do. We need some good material to get us all the way to July.
What did the ring say? What did they get?
They got some rings to insinuate that they went undefeated.
Unconquered? Is that what it was?
Unconquered, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you were conquered. You were conquered in the bowl game. But I think really, really small, fine writing, it says unconquered in the regular season.
Bobby asks, why can't dentists and manicurists get along?
Why?
Because they're always fighting tooth and nail.
Say it one more time.
Why can't dentists and manicurists get along?
Gotcha. All right.
Because they're always fighting tooth and nail.
Okay. That's a good one. I got it.
Swain coming in with both barrels on FSU.
I mean, all we had to do is hit up Peeler's Price and ask him what was going to happen. Well, we knew Tennessee was going to beat Florida State. All we needed was Christian Moore. I know Coach Delmonico appreciated Christian Moore's post-game interview, did it with class, but I would have not mind Christian Moore doing the Peeler's Price throat slash like he did at the Fiesta Bowl in the trophy ceremony. That would have been hilarious.
Wasn't really sportsmanlike.
No, it wouldn't have been. I would have laughed, and then I would have said, that's not good. We shouldn't do
both
that."
can happen.
Yeah, like you can realize that wasn't the right move, but at the same time, you laugh at the beginning. That's probably what I would have done. I'm glad that Christian Moore didn't do that.
And then Colin in the text box, 865-656-9900. A winner's mentality would never blame a call on an official because you should win so decisively that the refs or umpires can't take the game away from you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sure.
I remember that Ohio State-Miami national championship game where they called pass interference. Was it on Chris Gamble?
Yeah, 1,000, 1,000. Yeah.
I don't know.
The pretty obvious issue here is that the game ends on the call if it goes the other way, or it continues if it goes the way that it did. But it continued. Tennessee still had to get a hit, and then more hits to win the game. Florida State had a chance to get an out. One more strike to finish off the game, and you know how it played out from there.
Yep.
Never apologize for the call going your way. 865-656-9900 to join us. 90 minutes to go on Josh and Swain.
Pitch, line in the air into center field. Ranging back, Colby Backus. He'll reach up, make the catch, and that's the ball game. Hello win column means see you Wednesday. How about that, Omaha? Tennessee is one win away from getting to the championship series. Final score, Tennessee 6, North Carolina 1. This is Tennessee baseball.
Your station for the Tennessee Volunteers. 99.1, the sports animal.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
CumulusDigital.com.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the sports animal.
The Boston Celtics are NBA champions after a 106-88 win over the Dallas Mavericks in Game 5 of the NBA Finals last night. The title is the 18th in franchise history for the Celtics, surpassing the Lakers for the most in the NBA. Jaylen Brown had 21 points and 8 rebounds to be named Finals MVP after he averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game for Boston. Major League Baseball for your Tuesday evening. Marlins host the Cardinals just after 6 o'clock at 6:45. The Reds visit the Pirates. Phillies welcome the Padres. Mariners take on the Guardians. Nationals host the Diamondbacks just after 7. The Yankees welcome the Orioles. Red Sox visit the Blue Jays. Braves host the Tigers at 7:20. Twins get the Rays at 7:40. Just after 8 o'clock, the Rangers host the Mets. The Giants visit the Cubs. Astros take on the White Sox. Rockies get the Dodgers at 8:40. And at 9:40, the Brewers visit the Angels. The A's take on the Royals. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup final tonight. Panthers lead the Oilers 3-1. Puck drop is at 8 o'clock. Florida clinches with a win. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Shush. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. Committed to delivering solutions that enhance the overall well-being of the families they served. They have served my family. They've helped us at our home with a plumbing issue that we ran into, an underground leak last spring, so a little more than a year ago. Wilson Brothers Plumbing came out to our home, told us what was going on, fixed the problem. We got an upfront price. They told us, here's what we will do, here's what it will cost. It was very reasonable. They did a great job for us. At Wilson Brothers Plumbing, they're a local company. They are dedicated to providing great customer service. As I mentioned, solutions for whatever problem you might run into or project that you are planning. Their team continues to exceed expectations by continuously learning, adapting to industry advancements, and upholding the highest standards of quality. That's the standard they set for themselves at Wilson Brothers Plumbing. You can visit wilsonbrothersplumbing.com to learn more or to schedule service. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
This is Ken Salyer, General Manager at Cumulus Knoxville. For years, Executive Building Solutions has cleaned our offices and broadcast center. Their owner received the new Sentinel Leadership Award twice, and they have been named Top Workplace for 5 consecutive years. If your offices or facility are seeking elite customer care and cleanliness, let Executive Building Solutions be your solution to a clean office. Call today, 933-1766. 933-1766.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan, and wow, do we have the inventory. Hey Juanita, when you were at the dealership, did you notice the robes?
No, Gerald, everyone I've seen or met seems to be polite, nice, and very professional.
No, I meant the Nissan robes.
Whoops, my bad.
That's okay, Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston.
I have done in my career literally thousands of joint replacements.
Meet Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, National Medical Director at QC Kinetics, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon who now advises patients try all they can do to avoid the knife and consider regenerative medicine.
I myself was able to continue skiing for 10 years after my knees started to be a problem because I accessed regenerative medicine.
Now, after 20 years of study, research, teaching, publications, and clinical experience, Dr. Scheinkup is regarded as one of America's true pioneers.
This is the future of medicine.
Dr. Scheinkup came to QC Kinetics after seeing what they were doing around the country, helping tens of thousands of patients get lasting relief from joint pain with no surgery and no drugs.
QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 865-238-4799. That's 865-238-4799. 865-238-4799.
For the love of the climb. For the love of the fall. For the love of knowing your kids' laughter is the sweetest music there is. For the love of Tennessee. Travel safe. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
At Ingalls, we know the ever-present struggle of, what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingalls Table. It's all waiting for you at ingalls-markets.com. Ingalls. Low prices. Love the savings.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
We're staying hot and dry as we head throughout our Tuesday afternoon. High temperatures today topping out around 90 degrees, but the heat index, that is back into the mid to upper 90s at times. So make sure to drink plenty of water, stay cool, stay hydrated out there, and take frequent breaks inside the air conditioning. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
This report is sponsored by Rumble.Cloud. Introducing Rumble Cloud, a platform that supports business freedom and innovation, where high performance meets pricing predictability. Visit Rumble.Cloud to get started.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1 The Sports Animal proves it. All fact, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from two guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Randy texted in, said FSU stands for Finished Second University.
In this case, they may not be second, maybe even lower than that. But gotta beat them first. Gotta advance first before I can talk trash.
Yep, Tennessee has beaten Florida State once. Might have to do it a second time.
Might have to.
Depending on today's result, Florida State and North Carolina are scheduled to begin play at 2 o'clock. Florida and Kentucky will play in the second game tonight, scheduled for 7 o'clock in Omaha. On the other side of the bracket, the winner of Florida State and North Carolina will play Tennessee tomorrow, needing to beat the Vols to force another game on Thursday. Tennessee just needs one more win to get to the best-of-3 final series in the College World Series. Texas A&M won last night against Kentucky, so it's Florida and Kentucky tonight in the elimination round. Texas A&M needing just one more win to get to that final series as well. 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. Rod Delmonico was a part of the show last hour, the former Tennessee baseball coach who helped lead Tennessee to 3 College World Series appearances. He coached Tennessee for 18 seasons. And during the conversation, recommend you go back and check it out anywhere you get your podcast. You can listen to us on demand, thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. Rod talked about how much he's following Tennessee, the connection he's made with Tony Vitello as Tennessee's coach, how proud he is of what Tony's done with the program, and how Rod's pulling for Tennessee right now. You asked him about what Tony Vitello has done, Frank Anderson as the pitching coach, the adjustments they've made with this team, the position they're in, 2 wins in Omaha, 3 away from a national title. What adjustments has Rod Delmonico seen with this Tennessee team and program under this staff? Here's what Rod Delmonico told us.
Well, I think, it's the law of average sometimes. You can have a great team like they had a couple of years ago and just doesn't go as far as you think they should go. It's just so competitive out there. Everybody's good. And when you get to Omaha, there's only 2 teams that get to Omaha. There's a team that's happy to be there, and there's a couple of teams there that were just so happy to get there. And if they do well, they're happy. And then there's a team that goes to win the national championship. And LSU was really good under Skip Bertman. When they got there, their mission was to win the national championship. And I think that's where Tennessee is right now. They're on a mission. It's to win the national championship. They're tired of just being happy to get there. Not saying that they were in the past, but it's a growth process. And you've got 2 coaches that have been there. They know how to win. If they'll listen to their coaches and they'll keep playing like they did the other night. The other night, they just beat them. It wasn't like we're going to play and get a lead and kind of coast. They just took the fight out of North Carolina. It made North Carolina look far inferior than they really are.
Rod Delmonico last hour reiterated during the conversation that North Carolina is a good baseball team, really good team out of the ACC, and Tennessee made that team look average with the way the game went on Sunday. That this Tennessee team, look at the path. They look like they're on a mission, right? The way they lost that first game in the SEC tournament, and we went on the air the next day, and we're like, okay, well, maybe this week isn't the priority. It's about getting ready for Omaha, which a lot of people agreed on. And then you know what Tennessee did? They went out and won the rest of the way to win the SEC tournament to go with the regular season championship, and you know the results from there to here now.
Also thought it was interesting that he said that the loss to Evansville was a good loss to kind of make sure the guys understood that everybody that you play is not going to just roll over just because you have a 1 next to your name. That's not what he said, but that's kind of the the sentiment that he was expressing. And I remember losing that game, going, you know what, maybe that's a good loss. Tennessee has not lost back-to-back games all season long, so
and Tennessee turned around the next day
and put a whooping
on
Evansville. So I thought that was really good by Coach DeMonico too, getting that perspective.
So at 12 o'clock on a 1 to 10 scale, your confidence level that Tennessee would win a national title was, and at 12:45 after talking to Rod DeMonico, your confidence level in the Vols was what?
It went from 8 to 9.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then at 12:55, when I said I think Tennessee's going to win the national title, did you stay at a 9 or did you drop back down?
8.95.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But after listening to that quote, it's back to a 9.25.
Lifted you back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm good. I'm good now. I'm feeling good. I'm still going to be nervous, though, just because you never know what could happen in the game.
Nothing is guaranteed in sports.
Nothing, especially in baseball. We've learned that.
Except for the Celtics wrapping up the title. I felt like that. I know they lost Game 4. The Mavericks weren't coming back to win 3 straight.
Nope, it's never happened before.
You reach a point where something's kind of guaranteed. When Pritchard hit that half-court shot to go up like 21 at halftime, it was pretty much guaranteed at that point.
I was more interested in the Kentucky A&M game than the NBA Finals.
Last night I found myself in the same position.
What has happened to me?
It's weird, right?
It is
part
weird.
of it is, again, I felt like I knew the outcome.
Yeah, the finals.
If it was a good series and a good game, it wasn't.
The finals really just didn't get my attention all that much anyways. I thought it would be different, but I just found myself paying more attention to college baseball. When T-Wolves lost, I thought that would have been a great matchup, either the T-Wolves or the Nuggets versus the Celtics, but it just didn't hit, man.
I still think Denver-Boston would have been the best series.
It would have been great. But here's the thing we can't say. It's the decade of the Vols. Jay Springer won a championship.
There you go.
He was here for a sip of coffee, and it wasn't the smoothest, but hey, he's still a Vol, and he still won a championship. So that's how we can insert ourselves as Vol fans into the conversation.
And he's a part of the celebration that is happening right now for Boston, for the Celtics.
That's right.
I'm glad that city's able to get a title.
You see Grant. You see Grant in the locker room.
I did.
A couple of his teammates from the Hornets were in the locker room.
Right.
That's not awkward, is it?
I thought it was odd.
It's awkward. I'm only trying to tell myself it's not awkward because it's Grant Williams. But it's awkward. I can't not think it's awkward. It's awkward. Very much so. But hey. Congratulations to Jaden Springer.
Also, having read and heard how things kind of ended, it just...
Well, I thought it ended poorly with the Mavs, and with the Celtics, it was more just business, winning a second contract. I didn't think it was.
Yeah, I think it was kind
bad.
of a mix in Boston. Dallas, I think it just ended poorly.
Oh, it was bad.
I think it just ended poorly with the Mavericks. But Jaden Springer, very happy for him.
Yeah. I mean,
he got a ring.
It took him some time in the G League, and then he finally gets some opportunities there with the 76ers. Lets him go, then he's with the Celtics. So that's a good spot for him. Who knows, man? He may make another trip somewhere else and get more playing time. I think about Aaron Nesmith, who was drafted by the Celtics. They didn't use him much. He's with the Pacers. He's a starter there. So hopefully Jaden Springer can make that type of move and be an important part of the starting lineup somewhere else if it's not the Celtics.
Yep. Appreciate Austin noting that Grant and his teammates were there for their new head coach, who's a Celtics assistant. But
it's still
the
weird.
Locker room
it's still weird, man.
The celebratory locker room.
Yeah, they in there spraying champagne, and you in there too. That's just weird to me.
This one's not weird to you. I'm sure we'll end the segment on this one and keep the conversation going from there. 865-656-9900. You are a former Alabama native. You're a Knoxville native, formerly a Huntsville, Alabama native. Mike here in Knoxville texted in, "It is always a good time to say, Roll Tide sucks." So Mike he said he lived in Alabama for 46 years, and he needed to get that out today.
Yeah, I went to go pick up my uncle for Father's Day on Saturday morning. And I left here around 5:45, got to Alabama, and I felt dirty the time I was in Alabama. And as soon as I saw that Tennessee line, I felt clean again.
Yeah, you told me you were going to spend some time with him Sunday in a couple of texts, and I said, safe travels to Huntsville. I was like, no, I'm back. I brought him here.
There's no way I was going to spend my Father's Day in Alabama. This is my Father's Day. It ain't just his.
Right.
We're not doing it in Alabama.
It's a shared holiday, and you're going to share that one in Knoxville.
That's right.
We'll come back, 865-656-9900. Thanks for sharing your time with us. We're with you until 3 o'clock. Still a lot to get to and more time for your calls and texts at 865-656-9900. The Tennessee conversation continues on Josh and Swain.
Are you tired of struggling with your gate every time you come home? Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience with Stanley Fencing, your East Tennessee experts and automatic gate operators. From big fencing jobs to cozy backyard setups, they've got you covered. At Stanley Fencing, they take pride in not just building fences, but building lasting relationships with their customers. Because when you choose them, you're not just getting a fence, you're getting a partner for life. Stanley Fencing, where quality and care come together.
It's called the Volunteer Experience at Volunteer Auto, and it's really simple, really easy to understand. It's about the experience that you get before you buy your car, while you're buying your car, and after you buy your car. After you buy your car, they're going to take care of you, making sure that your oil changes are just $9.95. Also, free car washes are for life. Right now, they have a 2018 Dodge Challenger SXT priced just below $23,000 at $22,991. Super clean, 20-inch rims, tinted windows. There's a discount right now. You have to take advantage, of that deal that they have right now at Volunteer Auto. Also, they have a 2020 Ford F-150 Raptor priced at $61,991. Four-wheel drive, leather, heated and cool seat, sunroof, tow package, also coming in with a really great deal. That is Volunteer Auto, where winners shop.
This has been a paid announcement.
Stop by Sherwin-Williams and get 30% off Super Paint products and Super Deck stains from June 14th through the 24th. It's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
That's the sound of steak searing in its juices on your new pellet grill. You heard that right. The Weber Searwood Pellet Grill can smoke low and slow at 180 degrees all the way to a high heat sear at 600. With the Weber Searwood, you can cook on the direct flame over the full grate sear zone. You'll hear the gasp of amazement from friends and family when you serve the food. Cooking with the Weber Searwood Pellet Grill just sounds delicious and tastes even better.
Unlock the life and longevity you deserve with Marble City Family Chiropractic. If you're experiencing chronic or acute pain, Marble City Family Chiropractic can help. They now offer MLS cold laser treatments, which promote cellular growth, regeneration, and healing. It's ideal for patients with arthritis, neck and back injuries, herniated discs, knee conditions, bursitis, carpal tunnel, and plantar fasciitis. The effects are long-lasting, and the treatment is painless. To schedule your appointment, call 766-2081 or visit MarbleCityChiropractic.com.
Diet plan
plans. They all claim to help you lose weight, but can they guarantee it? Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness has been Strong Science certified. The Strong Science certification validates their guarantee that you will safely experience significant weight loss in 40 days. And you'll be able to sustain weight loss results from your 40-day program. Dr. Terry Bragg provides the educational tools you'll need to create a personalized roadmap for a healthy lifestyle, including food plans, supplements, and support, all backed by science. You can check them out online. Visit BraggWeightLossWellness.com.
When you need help, you need it now. It's Tyler Ivins from my friends at Fleener Security Systems, and they're offering the fastest alarm response anywhere. Call Andre and his team today, 544-9964, or online at FleenerSecurity.com to see how affordable True Security really is.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Trying to monitor the weather in Omaha. Got some severe weather going on today. 2 games are scheduled. Florida State, North Carolina, with the winner playing Tennessee tomorrow, scheduled for 2. And then tonight, Florida and Kentucky. So we'll see how things go today to potentially affect things tomorrow. We'll monitor. See what happens there in Omaha. Windy with thunderstorms. Heavy downpours possible.
Hope it's a long night. Hope the game goes to extra innings. Hope they bring in a lot of pitchers from the bullpen. Hope it's a slobber knocker.
The Florida-Texas A&M game Saturday night started up at 11 Eastern.
I tried to watch it. They ended up watching me. I tried. My heart was in the right place. Eyelids, not. Eyelids were like Tom from Tom and Jerry. You put the toothpicks on it and they break. Those are mine.
Corey Tinval wants to know if, Swain, you're going to join him in meeting the team at the airport. This says, if we get this championship. I think he meant to type win and autocorrect or something.
Why are we meeting at the airport?
They're probably flying back.
Well, duh, but can't we just meet him at the complex? Just saying, the complex.
Okay.
Listen, whatever Danny White wants to do, airport, complex, I would think the complex would be cool because, the airport, it's just.
I figured you'd still be.
It's not the best parking over there.
I figured you'd still be chilling in your hangar.
No, man. I don't
after
have
your
one.
jet lands.
No, I don't have one. So I was thinking like on campus.
If you need the limo ride back to campus, whatever you need.
Campus, we can meet them back when they win.
And then Mac in Bristol. Josh, the next time Swain loses a bet to you, should be any day now, have him dye his mustache orange like the Kentucky player.
Now, why would I want to do that? I think there's a reason why no one on Tennessee's team has done that.
Yeah.
Even Kirby is like, that's weird.
Yeah, I'll just do a cool design on my cleats.
Yeah. Even Kirby knows that was corny. We're not doing that. My mustache is not as good as Kirby's or the Kentucky players.
If it's Tennessee, Florida, you're going to call up Chris Doering for a bet on that in the best of 3 series?
Just football.
John Summerall, you want to message him if it's Tennessee, Kentucky in the final series?
He coaches at Tulane. He can't do that.
He can't do that on behalf of Kentucky?
No.
It's baseball.
Not publicly. He can't.
Okay.
They can't do that.
You probably don't want to be getting into any bets with Texas A&M people. That could get weird quick. So I'd steer clear.
I try to avoid Texas A&M people
Yeah.
at all costs anyways.
Yes.
I saw a video of their Yale pep rallies or whatever they call.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a place I want to be.
Yeah, it's abnormal.
It's different.
Yep.
It's different.
That's obviously the odds-on matchup that we expect in the best of three. I think that's what it'll be. Probably be a pretty good series. Texas A&M has been really good all season long. Tennessee has been really good all season long. But Tennessee is favored to win the title. Will be favored if it's Tennessee versus A&M or Florida or Kentucky. Obviously, the Vols have to take care of business first against either North Carolina or Florida State tomorrow or Thursday or Friday whenever they get games underway in Omaha.
Well, Alan Bell said that Tennessee, pretty good record against all the teams remaining. Tennessee did beat Texas A&M in Hoover 7-4. And that's when, we were kind of lukewarm on whether or not we really want to win it then.
Yeah. Yeah, the conversation going in was, that's fine. We'll just come on back home. And then one is like, okay, well, maybe try to win it.
That was after the loss to Vanderbilt.
Right.
Excuse me, you lost 4-13.
Yeah, it's just an ugly game.
And then, we came back, and I was like, well, we might as well just go ahead and pack it up, rest up.
I was never sure of how much Tennessee wanted to win until they played on the final day because I knew that, if they only have one game to go, they're going to want to win it. They just kept on going out and winning.
That's it. So, you beat up on Texas A&M by 3 runs. That was almost a month ago.
Yep.
So if you face them again, you have 3 opportunities to win 2.
Tennessee will wait, though, on Florida State or North Carolina. We'll come back with 1 hour to go on Josh and Swain.
When you have sports mixed with your pop culture, along with humor and celebrity interviews, your earbuds are enjoying The Rich Eisen Show. Women's basketball legend, Sue Bird.
Caitlin Clark, obviously, front and center for the WNBA season. What have you seen over the first couple of games for her?
Part of professional sports is you're going to have some stretches. You're going to shoot bad, your team's going to lose, and how do you respond to that? Everybody's clearly got their defensive game plan built around her, which is a compliment, but you got to figure it out from there.
Search for The Rich Eisen Show on YouTube or wherever you listen.
Summer is here and the days are long. Give yourself a little me time at Ford Sanders Health and Fitness Center. Hey, this is Heather Harrington, and with our family membership, I can take the boys to Ford Sanders Health and Fitness Center, check them into the free child care, and then go get my workout in. And then I like to surprise them with a little swim in the outdoor pool afterwards. Ford Sanders Health and Fitness Center, they have so many options for you, and it works for our busy family. They've got 85 group fitness classes each week. They've got the indoor and outdoor pools and every piece of cardio equipment that you could want. Plus, if you play pickleball, basketball, tennis, or racquetball, they've got you covered there too. You can stay in shape and have fun all summer long at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. And remember, all memberships are month to month with no long-term commitments. On the corner of Kingston Pike and the Pellissippi Parkway, give them a call at 531-5000. Or you can visit them at fshfc.com. That's for Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Rumble is on a mission to give people the freedom to be entertained. Enjoy exclusive content from creators who are empowered to express themselves freely. Visit rumble.com or download the app.
as much as you want to because of the joint pain. You want to be outdoors, but if your knees, shoulders, back, and hips are hurting, you can't do it. This is Ainge with QC Kinetics, and they are a non-surgical joint pain relief solution for you at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in this regenerative medicine, lasting joint pain relief, guys. No surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics, their advanced treatments harness your body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. You can get out, walk, run, hike, swim, play golf, move again, pain-free. This is all because of former orthopedic surgeon Mitchell Shinecup. Dr. Shinecup, a pioneer in regenerative medicine, and their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. All you have to do, don't put it off, get a free consultation from QC Kinetics. 2 locations in Knoxville, Powell and Farragut. Call them 865-238-4799. That's 865-238-4799. 865-238-4799.
This has been a paid advertisement.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 991thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Jim Rome with a Sports Minute. Congratulations. The Celtics finally break through, and they go by the Lakers for their 18th World Championship. You did it. Jason Tatum, beast. Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP. Al Horford, all class, and finally getting a championship. Drew Holiday makes every room better just by walking into it, and then he makes every team better with everything he does. I'm Jim Rome.
Hulu is coming in hot this month with new shows, new movies, and all new seasons of your faves. Don't miss FX's Clipped, the story of one NBA team's racial reckoning starring Lawrence Fishburne. Stream a new season of Shoresy, the underdog hockey team that might just knock your teeth out. Then catch the high-speed drama Ferrari starring Adam Driver and Penelope Cruz. Kick your streaming into high gear this month with so much new stuff to watch on Hulu.
Free is key during Craftsman Days at Lowe's. Right now, get one free Select V20 tool when you buy a Select Battery 2-pack. Plus, get your choice of a V20 drill or impact driver kit for $69. Don't miss your chance to save on the high-quality, high-performance tools you need during Craftsman Days. Because Lowe's knows tools. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/19. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. 1 hour to go on today's show. VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. It's kind of the look at us. Who would have thought Florida State and North Carolina are about to begin play? So we'll be monitoring a little Tuesday afternoon baseball. FSU, North Carolina, elimination game from the ACC for the right to play Tennessee tomorrow in the College World Series.
That's weird. It's showing Georgia and Florida State football over here for some reason. They don't want to watch that shellacking.
You know, last hour we said
they were conquered that day.
Nothing's guaranteed in sports. Sometimes that Georgia-Florida State game, that was an outcome that was guaranteed ahead of time.
Yeah, I should have put everything on Georgia to win and cover that one. We knew it was about to happen. All right, North Carolina.
Yes, are you rooting here, or are you just seeing how things play out? You said you'd prefer to play North Carolina.
Rooting? No, probably not rooting.
Mm-hmm.
Just preferring.
Yeah, preferring is the right approach, I think.
Yeah. I root for one team. That's Tennessee. I reacted to one team winning. That's Tennessee. And I was yelling in my house Friday night.
Will you be preferring Dalton Connect have big games, or you'll be rooting for his team, whoever he's playing for, after he gets drafted in the first round next Wednesday?
Just preferring.
Okay.
Yeah, rooting for Dalton Connect. I don't have an NBA team anymore. So just rooting for Dalton Connect, man, to be great.
Connect trying to become the 4th top 10 pick in Tennessee history in the NBA draft.
Got a seat at the table at the NBA draft, so that's great. They pretty much guarantees him a top 10 pick. Now it's about where does he go? Will it be Memphis? Will it be San Antonio? Hopefully it's not the Bulls, but anywhere that 6 to 10 range.
Yeah, so I'm a Bulls fan. I didn't give up on him like you. Should I be rooting for him to be a Bull?
No, because you care about Dalton Connect. You want what's best for him. What's best for him is not to go to Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the person at the casinos at the table.
Mm-hmm.
You've won some money. Hey, 96, 97, 98, 91, 92, 93, won World Championship. Jordan was there. Not a better time to be a Bulls fan. You want a lot of money at the table.
It was a wonderful time.
Yep. But you don't know when to get up. You lost all of that and some. And you keep sitting there thinking you're going to win it back. It's over. It's over. It's time to get up, Josh. Leave the casino. It's over.
You've told the audience about the time that you sat and had a conversation with Jalen Reeves-Maven.
I did. Yeah. It was on the way to pick up some lunch. I don't know if it's a violation or not, but it don't really matter anymore. So that's what I was doing. He was right with me, and we had a conversation about Derek Dooley.
I've got a follow-up question to something you just said there, but quickly,
Mm-hmm.
we would agree that Jalen was a recruit at not the best time in Tennessee's football history, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You still spoke from an encouraging standpoint about the University of Tennessee, right?
Very encouraging.
Shouldn't I be doing the same for Dalton in Chicago?
Well, here's a couple things, Josh. Okay. You ain't from Chicago. Jalen Reeves-Maven's from Tennessee, who chose to play for the in-state team, a team that he grew up liking. There was some emotional connection there.
Yeah.
And was willing to come here even though it was a lame duck coach in Derek Dooley. You just like Chicago just because Michael Jordan was there.
Yeah.
He don't even live in the state anymore.
No.
He don't even care about
You're right.
Chicago Bulls.
You're right.
You know how petty he is? He cares nothing about them anymore.
Right. Yeah. I hope that Dalton goes to San Antonio. That's where I want him to go. The other follow-up, when do we get to just openly talk about violations that might have occurred?
Ever since Tennessee won against the NCAA in court.
And I mean that big picture, not just Tennessee. When can everybody start telling their stories with no judgment attached to it?
Well, for some people, they're not going to do it because they don't want to throw someone else under the bus.
Yeah.
I mean, there is that. So when people pass, right, and you still have family members, you still have people that still won't share the wrongs that the deceased did when they were alive, because you're trying to preserve that image, that legacy, right? Well, I think in this case it applies too, because you have some coaches who are Hall of Fame worthy. Hey, Les Miles out here suing LSU because of vacated wins, and that has affected his chances to be a Hall of Fame coach.
Right.
So, like, from a legacy standpoint, like, I think those stories will still be hidden, will not be uncovered, because you want to protect the legacy and the name of some of the Hall of Fame coaches, some of the Hall of Fame players.
Is it correct that I saw that if he had just gone 4-17 instead of 3-18 at Kansas, he's still where he needs to be record-wise? I saw that note yesterday. I should have fact-checked that.
It's a percentage.
Right.
Yeah, because, like, Coach Majors, when he went to Iowa State, they kind of messed up his winning percentage. Even though he won a championship at Pitt, did a really good job here at Tennessee. I think that's what's kind of holding him back. But I think it's the winning percentage there for Les Miles.
Yep. I think that's right, though. He'd be at 60% with one more win. So 4-17, or just not going to Kansas also could have helped out.
That's weird to win a championship at LSU, to win as many games as he did at LSU. Was successful before he got to LSU at Oklahoma State, and he will not be going to the Hall of Fame. That stinks. I think he deserves to be there.
Yeah, the win percentage thing, like you mentioned with Coach Majors, from that standpoint.
Yeah, that stinks.
Yeah, we saw what he did at his best. Going to try to revive a program shouldn't be held against you.
Should be a Hall of Famer.
They are underway, top of the first, 2 outs already for Florida State. North Carolina is the home team in the game. So Florida State, 2 outs down. They have 25 left on their side. North Carolina with 27 remaining on the Tar Heel side. Obviously still very early in the first inning.
Josh, do you know that we're going to be the away team tomorrow?
Oh, here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
Here we go.
What sense does that make?
It doesn't make any.
Tennessee has slapped both of these teams up.
Right.
Number 1 seed in the tournament, but we have to be the away team when these two losers are playing against each other for a chance to play us again. They get to be the home team. We have to be the away team. Please fix that. That makes no sense. The reason why I have a problem with it is because I don't want to see those gray uniforms.
You've been enjoying the black with the orange block. I like that too.
In the white unis, I don't want to wear it. I do not want to see us wear the grays, where we have the worst winning percentage. Do I think we're going to win? Yes. I want us to look good when we win. That's all.
I love your complete dismissal of jinxes, but your connection of records to uniforms worn.
It's not about jinx.
Okay.
It's about looking good and feeling good. You look okay in those, which is why you play okay in those.
It's not causation, it's correlation.
There you go. You're figuring it out.
Okay.
So I mean, you look all right. You look okay in those, which is why when we wear those, we win about 60% of the time.
Yeah, guys get dressed. They ask somebody, hey, how do I look? And there's that hesitation. All of a sudden it starts to creep in.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense.
So the other uniforms, different, man. It's like, oh, my gosh. Those are on fire. That's why you win more with the other unis.
No hesitation in the top of the first for North Carolina. They set down Florida State's batters 1-2-3. They're on to the bottom half of the first inning. The winner will take on Tennessee tomorrow in Omaha. We'll continue on Josh and Swain. We still have an attaboy to hand out. Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports to join us at 2:30. We're with you until 3 on Josh and Swain.
Pitch, line in the air into center field. Ranging back, Colby Backus. He'll reach up, make the catch, and that's the ball game. Hello win column means see you Wednesday. How about that, Omaha? Tennessee is 1 win away from getting to the championship series. Final score, Tennessee 6, North Carolina 1. This is Tennessee baseball.
Your station for the Tennessee Volunteers. 99.1, the sports animal.
Trees add beauty and value to our homes and lives, but when tree troubles strike, chopping them down might seem like the only answer. Well, enter Bartlett Tree Experts. With over 115 years of scientific tree care, Bartlett Certified Arborists craft a plan for you, covering pruning to soil care and treatments that shield your trees from diseases and insects. If removal's the only option, Bartlett's got your back on that too. Trust your tree care to the experts at Bartlett. Visit Bartlett.com. That's Bartlett.com.
You go into your shower feeling, but as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day. And smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Do you need a gym that checks all the boxes? Check out the Y. Free childcare while you work out, top-of-the-line fitness equipment, group fitness classes with certified trainers, swimming pools, and basketball courts, nationwide access at thousands of YMCA locations, family events, scholarships to neighbors in need, dedication to community, all of this with no contracts. Join more than a gym. Join the Y. Join online at ymcaknoxville.org.
Wedding season is here. It's basically what's going on all summer long. Hey, this is Heather. If you need jewelry for your big day, then look no further than my jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers. They're located on South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge, right there next to the Outback Steakhouse. And TK, he's been in business for years. He's got everything bridal from a huge selection of engagement rings, but you maybe have already crossed that off. Do you need a matching wedding band? Do you need a gift for the bride to open the morning of the wedding? And ladies, do you need to hook your girls, all your bridesmaids, up with a beautiful and affordable gift that they can cherish forever? TK Wheeler Jewelers has it all, whether you're looking for great gold bangle bracelets, beautiful diamond stud earrings, different necklace pendants. My necklace, I wear it every single day from TK Wheeler Jewelers. It's just 3 gold discs with the initials of my favorite 3 boys on them. So when you're looking for those special gifts, look no further than my jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid announcement. And now the Marketing Minute. Advertising online is becoming more of a necessity. With cell phones now doing over 60% of online searches, it's obvious that today's mobile consumers are researching purchases right before they reach for their wallet. Businesses that rank higher in searches have a clear advantage. Top search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing have standard guidelines for business listings. Pay-per-click ads follow paid listings. Today's equivalent of a yellow page ad appear at the top. Scroll on down and you will see other businesses ranked and listed by complicated algorithms based on content and website performance. So where do businesses turn to try to untangle this mess? We can help. We're Cumulus Digital, and our team prides itself on helping your business build an online strategy that begins with getting a higher search rank. Want to find out more? Go online to cumulusdigital.com. Cumulus Media, delivering the best in radio and internet advertising.
Always on, always free. Stream us free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're on 99.1 The Sports Animal. We're on AM 640 The Sports Monster in the Tri-Cities area. If you're streaming the show, listening live, watching on YouTube on the Sports Animal channel, listening on demand, we appreciate you tuning in, checking out the show however you are doing so. They're in the bottom of the first, scoreless still, 2 outs now with no runners on for North Carolina at the plate. It's UNC and Florida State right now in an elimination game in the College World Series, with the winner set to play Tennessee tomorrow. The winner of this game will need to beat Tennessee twice to get to the final best-of-3 series. Tennessee just needs one more win to get to the best-of-3 series for the national championship. You can join us. Call or text in at 865-656-9900. Ben McKee of GoVols 24/7 has a cool story up on Kavaris Tears and his father and the Father's Day win for Tennessee on Sunday. We're checking out. There are a lot of cool stories within what's going on with this Tennessee baseball team and program.
Yeah, they showed Roger Tears on television as his son is batting, and then he hits a home run. I thought that was perfect timing. But I would encourage people to go check out Ben McKee's article. I haven't got a chance to read it all together, but I saw that it was posted. Tennessee kid, waited his turn and now performing at a high level on the biggest level. And he did this spot moments last year too.
Is there a better college baseball name, by the way, than Parks Harbor? If you say what sport is Parks Harbor playing? He's playing baseball for North Carolina. It feels like an ACC name as well.
Well, I mean, I think that's a good name if he was on a rowing team too. If he was a swimmer.
That's a good point.
Something with water.
Yeah, the harbor.
Yeah. But Parks Harbor just a good sports name, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he played defense and he hit somebody. He's like, oh, he just parked somebody. I mean, you can use that name, I think, in really any sport. If he plays basketball, he's the defender.
You go park in the paint.
That's right. That's right. Like Zach Edey. I'm over it. I'm over the Purdue game.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Sounds like it.
I'm totally over
only
it.
Brought up Zach Edey once an hour today.
Yeah, I'm over it. But that's a great sports
2.5
name.
months removed from.
I'm over it, Josh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, stop bringing it up.
Stop bringing it up, man.
But I am glad that you brought up rowing because every day we hand out attaboys and attagirls on this show thanks to the Native Nursery, local company available for contractors and landscapers. And a year ago, last June, Kim Capini was hired as the Tennessee rowing head coach, the third head coach in program history. And a year later, in her first season as the coach, she has helped take Tennessee's program to a number 3 national ranking. And just a few days ago, that's a program best, by the way, third place finish at the NCAA championships. And in her first season, has been named the Division I National Coach of the Year by the Collegiate Rowing Coaches Association. It's a pretty good hire. That's a pretty good first year on campus at the University of Tennessee for Tennessee rowing head coach Kim Capini.
Who does that? Your first year on the job, you go out there and you're just the best in the country?
Yeah, that's tough to do. We've seen Tennessee have some coaches come in and make a big impact, but it takes some time.
Yeah.
Not for Kim Capini.
Atta girl.
Yep. It very much deserved, and we've talked about the everything school aspect. Rowing was added back to that conversation with what they did this past year. They compete in the Big 12, so it's a different setup because the SEC doesn't offer that sport for them, but they perform well in the Big 12 and then nationally a number 3 place. That's pretty good.
I mean, it means more, but it can't mean more in every sport for SEC. So we'll let the Big 12 have rowing, right?
Yep. But Tennessee stepped out of the SEC in that sport and still represented quite well.
That's right.
So an attagirl today to Kim Capini. We hand out attaboys and attagirls every day thanks to the Native Nursery. It's open to contractors and landscapers. Your one-stop destination offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials, including boulders, flagstone, mulch, and more. They can take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you are a contractor or landscaper, make the Native Nursery your go-to location. Located just 5 minutes off Pellissippi at 3473 Louisville Road. That's off the Topside Road exit. 865-310-3256 to get in touch. The Native Nursery, open to contractors and landscapers. They're now in the top of the second, one out already, scoreless Florida State and North Carolina.
Duke it out.
Ferrer's at the plate. He has been mashing in the College World Series.
He got some swag to him.
Mm-hmm.
With extra sauce. He hit a home run against us and had some things to say. Has some gestures to show off.
Mm-hmm.
He would fit in well in Knoxville. Not saying I want him or anything, but I'm just letting you know he does have some flavor.
Is he out of eligibility? Is that what you're saying?
I never thought about him being part of Tennessee. I'm pretty sure there's some players in the College World Series that would like to be a Tennessee Vol next year. Hey, Chase Burns saw Wake Forest last year and decided to jump on the train with them.
That's right.
The train stopped in Evansville, but
at the East Carolina region.
Greenville,
Greenville, at the East Carolina Regional.
Yeah. But no, I didn't think about any player.
Okay.
We got all we need right now. Now we might need some help next year because a lot of people are leaving. But that thought did not come.
Yeah, there'll be some bats to replace in the lineup.
Yeah. So maybe this is an opportunity for Tennessee, without much effort, attracting some players from other schools in the College World Series. When you're good, that typically happens. People want to come play for you.
But as Tony Vitello said a week and a half ago, don't come visiting with your hand out.
That's right. It can't be the first thing that you have out. We'll put some money in your pocket, but you don't have to have your hand out to get it. We'll give it to you.
Jackie asked, did you know there's no official training for a garbage collector?
Well, it shouldn't be.
You just pick it up as you go along.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's a good one. You going to steal that one?
I might add it to the list.
Yeah, that pause gave it up, Josh.
We'll come back. We'll continue to monitor Florida State, North Carolina for you. The winner will take on Tennessee. We'll talk to Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports. We have 30 minutes to go on Josh and Swain.
When special guests call in to 99.1 The Sports Animal, you hear them on the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline, stanleyfence.com.
Johnson, I've been reading about this geofencing. Know anything about it?
Yeah, boss. We use geofencing through Cumulus Digital to help drive our sales.
How does it work?
We pick precise locations, and whenever a customer enters that location, they see our ads.
That's what I thought.
CumulusDigital.com. The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
The Boston Celtics are NBA champions after a 106-88 win over the Dallas Mavericks in Game 5 of the NBA Finals last night. The title is the 18th in franchise history for the Celtics, surpassing the Lakers for the most in the NBA. Jaylen Brown had 21 points and 8 rebounds to be named Finals MVP after he averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game for Boston. Major League Baseball for your Tuesday evening. Marlins host the Cardinals just after 6 o'clock at 6:45. The Reds visit the Pirates. Phillies welcome the Padres. Mariners take on the Guardians. Nationals host the Diamondbacks just after 7. The Yankees welcome the Orioles. Red Sox visit the Blue Jays. Braves host the Tigers at 7:20. Twins get the Rays at 7:40. Just after 8 o'clock, the Rangers host the Mets. The Giants visit the Cubs. Astros take on the White Sox. Rockies get the Dodgers at 8:40. And at 9:40, the Brewers visit the Angels. The A's take on the Royals. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup final tonight. Panthers lead the Oilers 3-1. Puck drop is at 8 o'clock. Florida clinches with a win. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or price stop, opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase but is waived if paid within promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Attention homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's time to replace. And right now you can get a free in-home consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen. Plus, during the month of June, you can buy one window or door and get one 40% off when you buy 4 or more windows or doors. Just text OLD to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or doors for no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest for 12 months. That's right, you don't pay a dime for 12 months. Text OLD to 200-300 to buy one window or door and get one 40% off. And right now, save an extra $100 off your entire purchase. Hurry, this incredible offer is only in June. Text OLD to 200-300. Text the word OLD to 200-300. OLD to 200-300.
Join John and Vince this Friday morning at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge Nissan and save thousands. This Friday morning from 6 till 9 at Oak Ridge Nissan with John and Vince in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
At ORNL Federal Credit Union, it's easier than ever to purchase your dream home. With 100% financing options with no PMI. And with our great rates, it's no wonder ORNL Federal Credit Union is the smart choice for your next home loan. For details about rates and terms, call 800-676-5328. Visit ornlfcu.com or stop by any of our convenient branches today. Rate and term dependent on product chosen. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Are you not able to enjoy summer as much as you want to because of the joint pain? You want to be outdoors, but if your knees, shoulders, back, and hips are hurting, you can't do it. This is Ainge with QC Kinetics, and they are a non-surgical joint pain relief solution for you at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in this regenerative medicine, lasting joint pain relief, guys. No surgery, No drugs and no downtime. QC Kinetics, their advanced treatments harness your body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. You can get out, walk, run, hike, swim, play golf, move again, pain-free. This is all because of former orthopedic surgeon Mitchell Shinecup. Dr. Shinecup, a pioneer in regenerative medicine, and their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. All you have to do, don't put it off. Get a free consultation from QC Kinetics. 2 locations in Knoxville. Powell and Farragut. Call them 865-238-4799. That's 865-238-4799. 865-238-4799.
This has been a paid advertisement.
Overloaded power grids, extreme weather, natural disasters. There are many events that can cause your home to lose power and put your children, pets, and home in dangerous situations. I'm Jay Lloyd with Lloyd's Electric Service, and we've been a Generac dealer for over 16 years and installed over 2,000 Generac home standby generators. Let the Generac home standby generator give you the peace of mind that you never have to worry about not having power. Call 692-6700 or learn more at LloydsElectricService.com.
The Boys and Girls Clubs of the Tennessee Valley invite you to make a difference in the lives of their club members and the entire community this year. For every dollar invested into the clubs, there's $12.47 of positive economic impact returned to our community. You can learn more and help the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Tennessee Valley build great futures by donating today. Visit bgctnv.org. That's bgctnv.org.
The minute folks step into Dollywood in my Smoky Mountains, I want them to fill their hearts with all the beautiful things in this big old world. Dollywood, love every moment.
Plan your visit today at Dollywood.com.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Heat and humidity continue to roll on as we head into your Tuesday afternoon. High temperatures today topping out around 90 degrees. A few extra clouds providing some shade at times, but that doesn't mean it won't feel even warmer as our feels like temperatures will be back into the mid to upper 90s. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
Leonard Truck Accessories, the largest accessories dealer in the Southeast. Stocking brands like Real Truck, UWS, WeatherGuard, Lear, Carry-On Trailers, and more. Cover your entire fleet or personal ride. Leonard, your truck, your style. Visit online at LeonardUSA.com.
This is VFL Josh Malone, and we're counting it down that it's just
74 days until
it's football time in Tennessee. This countdown to kickoff is brought to you by Knoxville TVA Employees Credit Union. People helping people since 1934.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Half an hour to go. Tyler and Will take over at 3 o'clock on the sports animal side of things. We continue for another 30 minutes on AM 640, the sports monster in the Tri-Cities area. Thanks for hanging out with us next to VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward, and we are excited to go to the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline to welcome to the show Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports. Jay, you're fresh off covering the U.S. Open just a few days ago. Are summer sports back? It feels like there's a lot of action, a lot of activity, depending on what your sporting preference is, while the country kind of waits for football to arrive in August and September. But it feels like there's a lot that's happening on the field, on the court, and then, of course, a lot of conversation that's happening in the sports world, too.
Yeah, well, conversation never, ever stops, does it? And now that we've got even more to converse about with everything Caitlin Clark involved. But, yeah, it does seem like the whole dog days of summer are kind of a thing of the past now. I mean, in the sense that we had just a great U.S. Open. We've got WNBA starting to take up a bigger share of the national headspace. We even had UFL spring football just finish up. So and there were a whole lot of people that were interested in that. So yeah, the times that we used to have when there were long stretches of nothing going on the sports calendar, that's gone from months down to weeks or even days. And that doesn't even talk about the playoffs going on now in the NHL and just finished the NBA.
Yep, a big local conversation is Tennessee's favored. They need 3 more wins to win the national championship in college baseball. That's going to be more niche, but that is something that locally is a big deal. I did say earlier in the show, Swain will give me a hard time for riding the fence too often. I said I think Tennessee will win the national championship. Is that something when you're that close that you're afraid to say, you're willing to say to make that kind of commitment? And Tennessee, by the way, is favored to get it done. But saying those words out loud, I think that my team will win the title. Are you willing to ever do that as a fan, Jay?
No. I stay way away from that. I am. It's funny because I generally am now kind of sports agnostic with most of the teams that I grew up rooting for. But when they get close, when they get into position, I definitely am like, I don't want to hear about it. Just focus on the game. I don't want to have a dramatic 7-game bottom of the ninth Braves World Series. I just want to see the Braves win 4 straight games by a score of combined score of 60-0. I don't want any kind of drama. I want it taken care of, and that's it. So yeah, I'm with Swain that you focus on the business at hand and you don't think about how many more games you have to go.
Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports. What's been your opinion on all the conversations surrounding the WNBA? I like that they're getting the attention, but something feels a little off there.
Yeah, it's weird because the WNBA has always been more than just a sports league. It's always been a cultural conversation league because it represents so many opportunities for so many groups that traditionally don't have a voice in major American sports. Depending on how you want to cut that along racial or gender lines. But the way that it's happened now is that everyone is using the WNBA as a way of getting across their own personal political points, which, as we all know, sports doesn't often hold up well under that. We all do look to sports for an escape, but we also look for it to mean something more. But when something means something different to us than it does to somebody else, then things start to run into trouble. I think that the WNBA is going through some growing pains now with all of these new eyeballs on it. But I think that in a year or so, hopefully they're able to sustain this, and they can be more of a pure sports league rather than just something that people use to advance their own little talking points.
Jay, what was covering the end of the U.S. Open like, where Rory's going for his first major championship in 10 years, and he's so close, and then it unravels in those final few holes the way that it did, and the winner ends up being Bryson DeChambeau, who is a player that was so disliked for a period of time, and then everybody's pulling for him late in that tournament.
Yeah, you want to talk about storylines beyond sports. And DeChambeau left the PGA Tour, sued his old PGA Tour mates, went to work for Saudi Arabia, a country with documented human rights violations, and took their millions. So, yeah, there's all kinds of political storylines going on there that are every bit the equal of the WNBA. But in this case, when you focus just on what's happening on the ground there, it was some of the best sports moments that I've ever been a part of. I was right there on the grounds on the 18th tee and green. I was following Bryson up on the 18th, so I was walking up to the green when Rory missed his last putt there on 18, and the sound that came out of that grandstand was like nothing I've ever heard. It was just this sound of utter defeat and dejection, and it was awful to hear, and obviously it was so much more awful for Rory to feel. And then to have that just absolute elation when Bryson goes and wins it right after that, it was everything you could have wanted out of any kind of competition. And it was tough that somebody had to lose, but somebody did and lose badly.
You think he'll bounce back? If so, how quick?
Well, the last time when he lost in the Masters back in 2011, and it was nowhere near as bad as this in retrospect, he turned around the very next major and won the U.S. Open by going away. I'm not sure that that's in the cards, but he's such a good player. But the thing about this is the way that he lost, losing, bogeying 3 of the last 4 holes, missing those putts, those 2 of those last 3 putts were within 3 feet. That's the kind of stuff that haunts you because he's never going to feel secure in any kind of lead or in any kind of position, even if he's got a 6-shot lead going to the final hole, because it's going to always be lurking out there in the back of his mind. Oh, you had this before, and you blew it before. So he's too talented not to come back. It's not a case of a golfer having one great week. Rory is so good that he will be back. But, yeah, it's going to be a fascinating test to see how he is able to shake this off.
Hey, Jay, before you go, Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports, I know you've helped with Olympic coverage in the past. Will you be covering later this summer? And do you have a storyline that interests you in any particular sport with the Summer Olympics this year?
Yeah, I will be. Yes, I will be over in Paris. I have a million storylines that I'm working on, but one of the interesting ones that I'm looking at right now, working on a story right today, is on the Seine River, where they're going to be having all kinds of different aquatic events. And this is a river that is close, that for most of the last century has been closer to a toilet than a river in terms of water quality. And they've spent literal billions trying to get it cleaned up. And then they're going to throw a bunch of Olympic swimmers in there to see how they handle it. So that's how that works out is going to be pretty interesting to watch. But yeah, I'll be over in Paris. I will have dispatches for you from there. I'm really looking forward to it.
Anything else to plug on the way out that you're working on or your colleagues? I think Frank Schwab's preview series is about to go out with Yahoo for the NFL season.
Yes, it did, and he started with number 32 today, and so, if any Carolina Panther fans are within the listening vicinity, you might want to maybe wait till number 31 to jump in on that preview. But yeah, I mean, it's getting close. All the signs are starting to show up that the NFL season is coming.
Go read the Carolina Panthers preview, and David Tepper will actually stop by and slap you in the face while you do so. You get the full experience. Yahoo Sports, Jay Busby is a part of the coverage. Thanks for the time as always, Jay. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again soon. Jay Busby joining us as all guests do on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline. One of the NFL storylines right now, Brandon Ayuk with the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, he's not going to get paid by the 49ers, it seems like.
Doesn't seem like it. But it felt like somebody was going to be squeezed out of there.
Somebody. I mean, you can't pay Trent Williams, Bosa. You pay for Chase Young. You took care of Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy's coming up here soon. Mm-hmm. I mean, you took care of Deebo Samuel after his public contract disputes last offseason. You can't pay everybody. And then also you got George Kittles, who is top 2 tight end in the game. So somebody has to go find their money somewhere else. Looks like it's going to be Brandon Ayuk.
And the background there is that Brandon Ayuk, the wide receiver for the 49ers, posted a video on TikTok yesterday of a video call that he had with Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels, who was his teammate at Arizona State, with at the end of the video Ayuk saying that they don't want him back, presumably meaning the 49ers in negotiations have made it seem or made it clear they don't want him back. So that is the video that Ayuk posted with the caption, "I'm laughing, but I'm crying for real."
Did he unfollow the 49ers? That's the telltale sign.
That is a good follow-up question. I don't know.
Because, Klay Thompson, he unfollowed the Warriors.
That's what I was going to mention. There's a big deal there.
Once you get unfollowed, it's over. Because you can't hit that follow button again. Can't do it. I'm being sarcastic.
In some cases, I don't know.
If I'm him, I want my money. And if you have to be public, because we've seen players that want more money and want to be paid more, they're public with their displeasure. We've seen it at the college level over the last couple of years with NIL. We've seen NFL, NBA, Major League players decide to unfollow the organization, remove all the photos with them wearing the uniform, and I guess it works because you see more and more people continue to do it each and every year.
Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Josh and Swain. If you choose to unfollow, we'll welcome your follow back if you so choose. We come back with one segment to go. We'll wrap things up from today's conversation, update you on Florida State, North Carolina, the winner set to face Tennessee tomorrow when we come back, right here on Josh and Swain.
This Friday at 9 a.m., head to 991thesportsanimal.com and grab 2 unlimited ride passes for just $49.99 to attractions at the Island in Pigeon Forge. The Island, your destination to eat, shop, play, and stay in the heart of Pigeon Forge.
Ready to conquer your lawn this season? For over 50 years, Waters Equipment has been the name East Tennesseans have trusted for their heavy equipment and service needs. Waters Equipment is your full-service Spartan Mowers dealer. Spartan Mowers are built tough to tackle any terrain, from rolling hills to tight corners, giving you a professional quality cut every time. With innovative features like ergonomic controls and a comfortable seat, mowing your lawn equipment today and experience the power and precision of Spartan Mowers. Your lawn will thank you.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
Cumulus Digital.
Introducing Rumble Cloud, a platform that supports business freedom and innovation, where high performance meets pricing predictability. Visit rumble.cloud to get started.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
This is John Wilkerson, and I'm with Whitney, co-owner of Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, voted one of Knoxville's best heating and cooling companies 7 years in a row. What do you have for us this month, Whitney?
To beat the heat, it's important to have your air conditioning system performing in top condition to keep your family comfortable and safe. Pipe Wrench proudly installs and services York branded AC systems along with other major HVAC brands you know and trust.
How else can Pipe Wrench help folks stay cool this summer?
Pipe Wrench offers maintenance and repairs on all major brands, free second opinions on repairs and replacements, free on-site estimates for replacements. We offer 0% financing on new units with no payment for up to 12 months. And with our 10-year warranty on parts and labor, homeowners won't have to worry about spending a cent on unexpected repairs for years to come.
Call Pipe Wrench today, 865-264-8090, or book online at pipewrench.com. Same-day service guaranteed, or the visit is free.
Marble City Family Chiropractic now offers cupping. If you're suffering from chronic pain or muscle tension and you've tried everything from medications to physical therapy with little relief, it's time to try cupping. Cupping uses suction to stimulate blood flow and promote healing in targeted areas of the body. It's safe, not invasive, and has been used for centuries to relieve pain and improve your overall health. Don't let chronic pain hold you back any longer. Call Marble City Family Chiropractic today and experience the benefits for yourself. Visit MarbleCityChiropractic.com to schedule your appointment.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Overloaded power grids, extreme weather, natural disasters. There are many events that can cause your home to lose power and put your children, pets, and home in dangerous situations. I'm Jay Lloyd with Lloyd's Electric Service, and we've been a Generac dealer for over 16 years and installed over 2,000 Generac home standby generators. Let the Generac home standby generator give you the peace of mind that you never have to worry about not having power. Call 692-6700 or learn more at Lloyd'sElectricService.com.
Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, MoShingles.com, 770-0506.
Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. Hope you've had a great afternoon so far. We appreciate you hanging out with us today. We will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We did get asked in the text box, will 99.1 broadcast the baseball game tomorrow? Yes, the scheduled time is 2 o'clock. that is tentative based on how the weather plays out today and tomorrow. But, yes, we will have John Wilkerson and the call of the game for you when that takes place tomorrow. Tennessee against the winner of Florida State and North Carolina. They're currently in the top of the third with Florida State batting. The Seminoles lead 1-0. FSU has runners at first and second with one out. So we might get a rematch of Friday's game that was somewhat dramatic in how it closed out again tomorrow.
I mean, I'm expecting Florida State, so.
That is my expectation as well. Never count out North Carolina. They have been a good comeback team, not on Sunday. But Florida State is in an advantageous position right now with the lead, with runners on, only one out, but still only the top of the third. Make that bases loaded. First pitch, he got him hit by pitch, so bases are loaded now with one out.
We sitting back chilling.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Just waiting. Burn up those arms. We need it to be a close game, a hard-fought game. But we are just chilling, resting up.
So we're going to hit the power poll in a moment. It's going to be based around mascots. Yesterday was National Mascot Day, so shout out to Smokey. Shout out to Wivik the Frog, hanging out in the hallways.
That's right.
On a day-to-day basis.
You can always hear the frog.
Yep.
Always makes her or his presence felt.
Honestly, it's riveting to have Wivik the Frog in the building with us.
I bet, Josh. I bet. Mm-hmm. It's good. That's good.
How about that setup?
Waiting all show for that one, huh? 2 hours and 51 minutes.
Is the payoff worth it?
Nope.
Okay.
For you, it was. For me, not so much.
But we're going to make this a non-Smokey power poll.
Because he's number one, obviously.
Yeah, Smokey's number one.
Yeah.
Smokey wrapped in the blanket is my...
Is 1A.
Yeah, it's my favorite
Smokey is 1B.
meme.
Yeah, the real live dog is 1A.
Right.
I guess the dog that's... The person that's in the costume is 1B. So we have to exclude Smokey because he would take up 2 spots.
Yep. So we're offering that transparency ahead of the start of the power poll. So a day after the celebration of National Mascot Day, but mascots, there's so many of them. They should get a National Mascot Week. That's how we'll treat it. That is our power poll today. Swain, you want to start off? You want me to with our top 5 non-Smokey collegiate mascots?
I'm afraid because I don't want organizations coming after me if I put live mascots on here. But I like Mike the Tiger, LSU, the live mascot.
Are you saying that out of respect in case you encounter Mike the Tiger sometime soon?
I just think the gorgeous animal.
Yeah.
And I just really like it. Now, as far as like the dress-up mascots, I like Big Red, man. Western Kentucky.
I like Big Red.
I think he just looks goofy. It just really, really weird. How about the Stanford tree? What's going on there?
I wondered where you stood on the Stanford tree.
What's going on with the Stanford tree? Just looks like he is out of it all the time. Number 1 for me is the Oregon Duck.
Oh, number 1.
Yeah, ducks pull trucks. Now, I know I skipped number 2, but I had to think about number 2.
Big Al, is that who you're thinking about? Or?
Big Al? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. And it ain't Ugga either. So, yeah, number 2, we'll keep it open. I'll let you go. I might come back to you on number 2.
Okay, so Puddles at Oregon I put in the honorable mention category. But I love the Oregon Duck. I do. I've got Big Red number 5. Number 4, I have Mike the Tiger. So you and I were flipped 5 and 4. I also had the Stanford tree at number 3. I've got Bevo at number 2.
That's a good one.
Bevo there at Texas. Coming to the SEC, it's an SEC mascot. And I have Ralphie, number 1, at Colorado.
Yeah, that's a good one. I saw Ralphie, but I didn't pull the trigger.
Yep. Ralphie is a buffalo that I respect, and the Ralphie run is a lot of fun.
How about the Eagle down there at Auburn? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
Yeah, it's pretty cool what they do down there. I mean, I think it's pretty greedy. They got all these different mascots. They can't just pick one.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing, no doubt.
But it is a pretty cool scene.
Yep. Traveler at USC. Like Traveler. The West Virginia Mountaineer is kind of funny.
Too scary. Creepy.
Fitting.
Very fitting. Man, honestly, that mascot could be applied to different states in the Southeast, to be honest. But that's a good one.
Yeah, shout out to Big Red.
Big Red is the funniest.
Yeah, who dislike, like, you might have differing opinions on some of the other mascots because of what you think about the schools. Like, you may not be in favor of Texas, so you're not going to like the mascot, or LSU with Mike the Tiger. Who's got a negative thought about Big Red at Western Kentucky? So shout out.
I mean, they're mascot hilltoppers. How do you dress up as a hilltopper? You just have a big blob of whatever and just call him Big Red.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
Trying to stall if we can get an update here in the final 40 seconds of the show. 1-0 Florida State on North Carolina. Bases loaded, 1 out. Might have just had a pitching change.
Oh, yeah. That was quick.
Yeah. Now,
it needs to be.
Load the bases on a.
Don't worry, North Carolina. Y'all can come back. I've seen it done before.
Take your time. Ferrer's at the plate, by the way, with the bases loaded. We'll see who Tennessee's playing tomorrow. Good chance it's Florida State again.
Looking that way. But you never know, man. Florida State tends to give up leads.
Swain?
Am I factually incorrect?
They tend to when Tennessee's on the other side.
Okay, then.
We'll find out what happens. Florida State, North Carolina, as Tennessee waits. We can't wait for the conversation that will begin tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Joel Silverberg, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us on Josh and Swain.